Here we go.
Excellent.
When last we left off, our intrepid adventurers had made it to the coast, made it to the Sword Coast, where they had found a cult, presumably dedicated to some sort of monstrous, deep-dwelling creature, possibly a kraken. We don't know. It was a kraken. But they defeated said cult and freed the little town there.
Rescued all the townspeople.
What's up?
Rescued all the townspeople.
Yeah, all the town. Plus there's an error bar there, Boomer.
We're bringing back more townspeople.
You rescued all the living townspeople.
That's right.
There are no more townspeople in the cult.
Right.
That's right.
Yes. So yeah, you rescued all the townspeople, defeated the evil Kraken priest, and found yourself a boat.
Woohoo!
Boomer discovered golf.
Yes.
Yeah, not too bad.
That's how the game of golf was invented.
The boat, as it turns out, had something to say. Boomer and Gaston made contact with it. Got a crew on board. Mostly skeletons. They don't seem to say much, but they row. The boat talks, and it was singing a sea shanty, the tune of which Gaston recognized from his travels, the words of which Gaston did not recognize, but Felix did. The boat, Tanith, set out to sea with our intrepid heroes aboard, and they are making their way south to Waterdeep. So you guys are aboard the ship, aboard the boat Tanith. So on the deck of the ship, so we're gonna change things a little bit, not too much. So the deck of the ship is plain. So the skeleton crew is below the deck where they're rowing. There's also sort of a cargo hold. There's things. There are a few crates and things that are down in the cargo hold. There wasn't too much down there. There were some crates that were there, and they definitely look weathered. And they're sort of kind of tucked back into the corner in the hold. There are no sails on this boat. Obviously, it's sort of been sitting in that cave for a while, so any of the cloth had rotted away.
There is a mast, though.
What's up?
There is a mast.
There is a mast. And there are, the oars are still good, and the crew is sort of rowing their way south. It's a fine, it seems to be a pretty fine day. Looks, sort of a nice day to be out on the ocean. Although you can see sort of to the northwest, kind of out over the ocean, there are some kind of dark clouds, but they look pretty far away.
Gaston's gonna sketch the ship and the skeleton crew, just because this plane's got some really cool stuff.
Sure.
Are there actual quarters for sleeping and stuff?
Yeah, there are. So there are places. There's some cabins. There's a captain's cabin, although it's empty.
I got that.
Do we all get our own room?
There aren't enough rooms for each of you to have your own room. There are only there's the captain's cabin, and then there are 3 sort of staterooms, and then there's the crew's sort of quarter where it's like there's sort of hammocks and things that are strung up.
I'm gonna search the captain's quarters.
Yeah, so you go into the captain's quarters.
Yep.
Did I get to stay in a room on my first trip?
You did. You and your master shared a room.
I would like to investigate that room.
Okay.
What kind of relationship you have with your master?
I don't know, Ed. What kind of...
Was he the sort of guy who liked the tail to the side, or just straight up?
No, you guys, you shared a room just because they're so the last, and this memory actually isn't that old for you.
Yeah, like 6 months ago, if that.
Yeah, like it's not that old for you. You and your master were aboard this ship, and you were sailing. You guys had been to a temple isn't quite the right word. It was a place where sort of necromancers study the balances of life and death and their relationship with the mortal plane, and sort of like a place for deep study of the necromantic arts, right?
A study hall.
But I mean, it's like I said, it kind of like a temple, but because it wasn't really it's not dedicated to a particular god. It's more dedicated to the study of this thing. But a temple is the closest word for it. You had picked up some artifacts from this location, and were moving them to another location, back to where you are actually from, Felix, sort of your desert homeland.
Okay.
But that's when your master sort of got the call for help from some of the wizards in Phandalin, and you guys sort of detoured.
Okay. So there might be some stuff down in the hold. Might be worth looking at for me.
Does Skippy notice anything with like the passive investigation or perception from?
Where are you looking?
Would start at the bottom. I think Skippy would start by going as low down into the boat as possible, like down to. Would that be the cargo hold?
Yeah.
No,
yeah. Where the water and shit collects, and they have to bail.
Probably would actually be quite interested in all in that too.
The bilge.
Yeah. Start there and yeah.
So you notice, Skippy, give me a nature check. Yeah, pretty decent. So you're looking at this ship and you're like, this thing is fucking old. Like, this boat is like, you're looking at the wood of it, and it hasn't aged naturally. The boat is that you can tell that the boat is old, really old, but a lot of the signs of wear that you would expect aren't there. Like, so there's parts of the boat, like the wood and actual parts of the ship, don't seem to have aged, but then you find, like bits of cloth or rope or things like that, and that stuff is just rotted away. It shows signs of sort of extreme age. Yet things that are like part of the boat haven't seemed to age. Although they do look like, you get the feeling from the boat that it's very old, but it looks very well preserved.
Huh.
And you're kind of like, that seems odd. The boat responds just to verbal communication, right?
Yeah.
So I think Nico would probably be right up the front, like up the front of the boat, sort of doing the sort of just standing with like one leg up on the front handrail, just sort of
king of the world.
Yeah, the cloak billowing behind him.
Sure.
just chatting to the boat about how how it's been a long time since he tasted the salty embrace of the ocean, and this sort of stuff. Just.
So the boat. So Tanith talks to you. He says he feels like he's been asleep for a long time. Like he feels like he hasn't, he doesn't know how long he was in that cave. And he's not sure how he ended up there or why. But he's, he loves to be back out on the ocean, but he keeps talking to you. He keeps talking to you. He keeps getting distracted. Like he's, he keeps saying things I don't remember it looking this way before. Like he keeps talking to you. He keeps saying he's not quite, he hasn't, you kind of get the feeling after you kind of, you're talking to him a little bit, you don't think that he's always been a ship. And he says yeah.
Set sail? Like, are we on the open?
Yeah, you guys are rowing south. Well, you're not rowing, but the ship is rowing itself south.
Okay.
Can I try a history check for the name Tanith?
Yeah, go ahead.
See if that's a thing maybe I knew. Probably not.
Actually, good enough. The name of the boat itself was the Winds of Tanith. Like the name of the boat was the Winds of Tanith.
So then there was
fine crew you have here, Tanith.
And the boat sort of hesitates a little bit. He goes, we are a fine crew? I am a fine? Yes, we seem to be working well.
So if he's talking on the bow, do we all hear it everywhere in the ship, or is it just like directed?
No,
like we're getting one side of the conversation at the back of the boat.
No, so like if you you don't hear it everywhere. You don't hear it everywhere in the ship.
Okay.
You do, but if you were to stand next to Nico, you could hear it.
Mm-hmm.
What did this look like last time you were here then, Tanith? So it's things are different. Different how?
And he's in the boat says, he kind of goes, everything looks the same, but I'm looking at it differently.
Ha! Sounds like a heavy night out to me.
And he kind of laugh, and he kind of, the boat kind of, I remember. We remember nights out. Why?
Is there a crow's nest?
Yep.
Boomer will climb up there.
All right. Yeah, you scale up the mast. The rigging and stuff is obviously gone, but you can make your way up the mast to the crow's nest.
I'll just be keeping an eye out.
Okay.
Hey, Boomer. See if you can piss off the edge of the boat.
Challenge accepted.
Boomer up in the crow's nest, kilt up. Boomer, give me a nature check.
Sure, to make sure I'm not pissing in the wind.
You are correct, sir.
Nature check. see if I piss on myself. Oh, I've got a +0 to that. That's gonna suck.
Come on, Professor.
We're all waiting in anticipation.
Ah, good enough. Yeah. So you kind of like you kind of you kind of pull the kilt up, and you're like, and then you kind of go, whoop.
Okay, remember, point your piss in the
There we
direction
go,
your beard's
yeah.
flowing.
And and you kind of align it so that beard and piss stream are all sort of blowing out the one way. And you give me a strength check.
How hard can you clench your bladder?
Does he get advantage on it?
It's going to end up being like one of those those firefighters, like hydro cutting tools, just like saw the back off the boat.
18. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, so you managed to you do that technique where you kind of pinch the end to build up pressure a little bit, then let it go, just massive arc off over the side of the crow's nest, and clears the railing of the deck with about 3 feet to spare, and hits the water.
Nice.
Pressure versus volume.
How is that, Gaston?
I think you're my new hero.
I mean, if that's all it took to be someone's hero, I mean, all right.
Hey, man, I really appreciate someone who's got quality control of his member.
That's going to be a great sketch in your book, Gaston.
Oh, good point. Fix that. Add that to the crow's nest of a sketch and just.
Felix, give me an Arcana check.
All right. Ah, I was almost on the 20.
No.
So you being back on this boat, you're starting to remember sort of the voyage that you were on. Why, kind of what you were like, oh yeah, because I mean it was, the voyage itself, you're sailing is, it was fairly long, and you and your master had to climb. You had to kind of go up into this mountainous region to retrieve these artifacts that were on the boat. And obviously, you guys never came back to the boat. The boat was waiting for you. But obviously, you never made it back. You sort of make your way down to the hold because you're like, oh yeah, like that's right, we were transporting that. And you make your way down into the hold, and you see that the crates that you and your master had boarded the ship with and had left in the care of the captain are indeed still down there, and they have you're looking at them, and they have these arcane glyphs sort of carved into them, and those are glyphs of protection and preservation.
Wow.
And they also prevent the crates from being moved. Like while these wards are active and your master sort of knew his business, the crates physically cannot be moved from their position in the hold.
What was the plan to move them to?
So they were moving back to sort of the birthplace of your order, which was in your homeland. And you were moving them back to back there. So these artifacts, the purpose of them, your master had sort of gone over this with you and sort of talked to you about it. The purpose of these artifacts was they moved around from these temple locations every couple of decades or so, and the purpose of them, they would sit in one of these temples for about 20 years or so, when one of the Grand Masters was coming towards the end of his journey. And what they would do, they would somewhat shorten the lifespan of the master, but they would transfer their consciousness into the temple itself so that they could live on and teach others and sort of continue to be part of the tradition.
Okay.
Because a lot of the guys, so the folks in your particular order were sort of they were strongly against the path of the Lich. That was not what your order was about. Like, that's not what they were into. Like, that wasn't a, like, it was, you know, studied the balance of life and death and hoped to prolong people's life, and sort of why you studied necromancy, why you got into it was sort of like, look, well, the ultimate enemy is death. Like, this is what we should be, this is what we should be looking to fight against. But something like the path of lichdom, which, absorbing souls and being undead, was abhorrent to people in your order, which the path of the necromancer, like, could lead to lichdom fairly easily. But your order wasn't really into that. That's not, they were actually really against that.
Except the Amber Temple and all, but that's absolved.
Right. But these artifacts, the purpose of these was they would go to a temple when a master was towards the end of his journey, because usually by the time you got to sort of a grand master of the necromantic arts, you could kind of choose when you were done. Like, you didn't, so when he was towards the end of his journey, these artifacts would be moved, and over the course of a couple of decades, give or take, they would absorb his life force and his consciousness, and it would be transferred into the building itself.
So they're probably pretty upset. These have been missing for a few hundred years.
Roughly almost 500 years. Yeah. So I mean, so that's sort of what's in the box. Are these artifacts?
Okay. Do I think that I could undo the wards on them?
Give me an Arcana check.
Hopefully better than my last one. I don't want to. I just want to know if I can.
Mm-hmm.
It's a simple password. It's just open sesame.
Yeah, you think at this point you've learned enough, and you've progressed enough in the arts. You think that you probably could open them.
Okay. Is Skippy still down in the hold?
Yeah, Skippy's progressed now to, like, being in the same area as you.
Okay.
Just kind of snooping around, like. Skippy actually wants, because Skippy has noticed about the wood being, like, super old and not decaying in the way expected. Like, I think Skippy would probably, like, try, like, stroking the boat and being like, how old are you?
The boat talks to you. Kenneth talks to you, Skippy, and it says, we don't really know. I've sailed a long time ago. Maybe?
I'll fill her in on my past and kind of like, well, it's at least 500 or so years. And do I know when it was birthed before?
No, you don't. Yeah, you don't really know that. You don't really know how long the ship had been sailing before. Your master just sort of hired it. It was the crew. The crew was definitely local to the area where you were from, which was why he hired that boat, because it was heading back that way from where you were.
Was the crew always dead?
No. When you sailed with it, the crew. When you sailed, the crew was very much alive.
All right, I'll relay it to Skippy.
Skippy didn't know that Yeah. Skippy's like looking at Felix like, you have really good face cream, like despite what you did before this.
Yeah, to me, this was 6 months ago. I was aboard this ship. Looked about the same, except the crew was quite alive.
Right.
Ironically.
Yeah. When you when last you saw him, it was just a regular ship. Like their crew was alive.
What did you do?
I was in stone for multiple 100 years.
Wow.
Nico and Boomer
Likely
found
story.
me and found a way to unlock me. And that's how I came in this timeline, I guess.
Huh.
Yeah, you skipped over a couple of centuries.
Seems legit.
Ed, would you like me to give you a performance check?
Let's see. What do you? Yeah, go and give me a performance check for the bagpipes.
Okay, so I'm proficient in that, so I get my +4, right?
Yep.
Don't
Groovy.
piss off the boat.
Let's see. Performance.
So that's with a +4.
Yeah. So.
Oh, that's persuasion. Sorry, that's persuasion. Sorry.
Don't
The
do
other
that.
keyword.
Oh yeah.
They're the
Yeah,
same, but
Oh, never mind. Do that.
yeah.
All right. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, you're doing. It's not your. It's definitely not. It's it's not a master class.
It's a
or anything.
12, so
Yeah, it's a passable performance. I mean, and it's the bagpipes. So, I mean, everyone's like, I don't know, man. I guess it sounds good. Like, fucking bagpipes.
Boomer's trying to play what he thinks is a sea shanty.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
That's
the
how I'm enjoying
boat.
by playing an uplifting dirge.
Right. Yeah. So the boat. As you're playing, Tanith says, it's not a particular kind of music that we had heard before, but he kind of keeps a good beat. And you can see now that the guys are rowing to the beat that you're playing.
Oh, nice. As Matt walks out of the background of this.
Yeah, I like the way that worked. That's pretty good. Misty step.
Yeah.
Skippy will probably continue up, like to the next. Would the next floor up be where the crew are rowing, or is that where the
Yeah.
And I think Skippy would probably just sit there and watch them for a while. Like, can I hear the bagpipes from where I am?
Oh yeah, you can. Turns out you can hear that caterwauling.
So Skippy can play the flute apparently. So Skippy would join in, trying to like match Boomer's bagpipe bass notes.
Go ahead and give me a performance check.
Since I'm also proficient, I guess. Am I proficient? Probably. I have a flute. Maybe I'm not proficient in it.
Well, the performance doesn't add the proficiency.
How do I check if I'm proficient?
Let me see. So go to if you click, it should be over on the left-hand side, I think.
Yeah, under proficiencies in languages.
Oh, got you. Okay.
And it should be under tools.
Yeah, it's there. It's on my tools.
Yeah, so it's a performance check, and you can add your
My +4, so I got 12 as well then. So I'm matching Boomer's quality.
Yeah, so yeah, you managed. You managed to join in time.
Oh, well, I think now that all this stirring music is coming, I think Nico's got to go in for lead vocals on a sea shanty.
Go ahead. Go ahead and give me a performance check.
Oh yeah.
Fucking nails it.
Oh,
yeah,
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
yeah, Nico. I'm also guessing that you throw in a little bit of illusory auto tune in this.
Oh yeah, I mean, he's not, he's not throwing straight dice, man. Come on.
Yeah.
It's
So
like
yeah.
Celine Dion in the Deadpool 2 movie.
Right.
That's right.
You're at an 11, but you need to be at an 8.
We need you at a 4, 5 tops. So yeah. Nico comes in with this rich, full sound. Like it also sounds like there's more than one. Like he has a choir backing him up, and you're not sure. Like you're like, no.
Full backing vocals from the entire
You know what it is?
Philharmonic.
He's still possessed.
Yeah.
Possessed
So
with an
he's
awesome
You're
voice.
right.
Yeah, you're right.
yeah. So he's singing some backing vocals coming in. It's much better than the instrumental accompaniment that is
Well,
playing.
this is what it sounds like when the devil comes down to Georgia
yeah.
looking for a soul to steal.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
it's pretty impressive. Tanith remarks, on your voice, Nico. You hear him. There's a clapping sound, which is pretty good for a boat with no hands.
Just
like
the oars
Fergie
like
and an
clapping
angel.
against the water. Like.
Right. So yeah, you guys are rowing along. Boomer, going at it on the bagpipes. Nico just absolutely killing it on vocals. Gaston with the mouth harp. Skippy on the pipes. Felix, what are you doing during this performance?
I'm gonna look see if I can like a ship's log or maps or something.
Oh yeah,
chart
so
where
probably
we're-
yeah. So in
They're
the
going to join in?
Well, I already looted the captain's cabin. If you need anything, I got it.
So yeah, Gaston, you went through the captain's cabin, right?
Oh yeah,
So
thoroughly.
yeah, you would have found the logbook. You would have found the logbook in the captain's cabin. The last few entries, mostly it talks about where they were sailing. But the captain notes. You see that there's especially the last few months. The captain notes that none of the crew, despite some of them being married and having girlfriends or wives or both in a few of the ports that they visited, none of the crew had a desire to leave the boat. And all of them were feeling really tired lately, like sort of kind of beyond their years.
Is there a manifest?
Yeah, there's some there's a ship's manifest, and you can see cargo on, cargo off, and places that they had sailed around. The last place that's actually entered is Neverwinter.
Okay.
But it wasn't called Neverwinter. God, what was it called that long ago?
Sometimes winter.
Always winter?
God, I
is
wish
coming.
it was summer. It was called. It was like I think it was actually like Never Ember or something like that. It had a different name, but it's close enough. And you're kind of like, oh, and you can see on the map like where they were, and you're like, oh yeah, okay.
What date was it? The last entry.
Oh, the last entry is like
This is like 500 years ago. or whatever.
480 odd years ago.
According to the Forgotten Realms wiki, I just posted what they have about it.
Yeah, there you go.
Eigestore.
Sure.
That's not funny.
Yeah, well, it's the Luskin name.
It sounds like Norwegian.
Hmm.
I can store.
No, Never Ember was the Lord.
Yeah, he's never remember like there. Well, he used to be the Open Lord in Waterdeep, but now he's not. Dagult Neverember was the Lord. Used to be the Open Lord, but now he's the Lord of just the Lord of Neverwinter, and Laura Silverhand is the Lord of Waterdeep. It's this kind of world building that gets so exciting.
So can I put together kind of like how long we're expected to travel at this pace, or to get
About 500 years.
water deep?
Extrapolating from this last data point.
Go ahead and give me a survival check.
Oh no!
Hey, this is the wrong crew for really being on a ship. The game Ryan ran, we were a little bit more prepared for life at sea.
Can I use my intelligence?
So given sort of where you think you started from, and kind of looking at the map and looking, kind of judging, kind of looking at, you're like, okay, I think we're kind of, that's just how fast we're moving. I think you think you'll probably arrive in Waterdeep in probably like 4-ish days.
Okay.
What to do for 4 days?
A lot of singing.
Oh no, Nico seems to be enjoying himself.
Fishing.
Boomer, go ahead and give me a perception check, please.
That's always good. Just randomly. Ominous.
Hey, nice.
So you're kind of making your way south, and you notice that storm front, that the clouds that you saw up from the northwest are still there, and they seem to be moving closer. No, they're definitely moving closer.
And they're coming to us from the north.
The northwest, yeah.
I'll point it out to everyone. Northwest! There's a storm brewing our way.
North. Storm. Tanith, got anything more in the tank? Think we can outrun this storm coming up on us?
Tanith kind of hums. I believe we are rowing as fast as I can. I don't know. We have experience. I have experience.
Can you cast
Sailing
haste on Tanith?
Is the boat a creature?
Can you haste the boat?
I mean, it's
I
only
was thinking
for a
the
minute,
same thing. I was thinking the same
I
thing.
can always try augury to see if it's a good idea to teach or try to survive the storm.
Is the boat an object?
The boat is technically a construct at this point.
Can we just try playing faster music?
Are constructs creatures?
I don't know. Does haste work on a construct, Ryan?
Don't think so, but I was looking at something else.
Is a warforged a construct?
No, they're not considered constructs for the purposes of constructs.
Oh, I was looking at enlarge as well. But a creature or an object. But
Is a construct
the
an
skeletons
object?
are still the right size.
Yeah, the oars are all
yeah, so Hayes says choose a willing creature.
Okay.
I mean, if we had a sail, I could make fireballs, and the heated air would act like a hot air balloon, but sideways.
That would be pretty cool.
I can't see any
Can
problem
you
with
summon
that.
wind?
You don't have any sails.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, pull out the magic 8-ball,
Mm-hmm.
check it up. An augury. Would it be a wise decision for us to beach the ship or to wait out the storm?
All right. Give me a second. Okay. How does augury work?
It's would beaching the ship give us good results? Wheel. If beaching the ship would be a bad idea? Whoa. If it can go either way, wheel and whoa is the answer. Otherwise, the god just gives me the finger.
There you go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you get a beaching it. You get sort of wheel and woe. Like you know the magic 8-ball. The magic 8-ball kind of comes up and it's like,
It won't suck horribly, but
right. Couldn't
We don't
hurt.
need to hide from this storm. We shall harness its power and arrive even sooner than planned. Right,
Okay.
Tanith?
Tanith goes, those clouds look pretty dark. I
Yes! It'll make it even more heroic.
mean, you'll never sink this boat.
do we think, or do I think? I mean, like I know a few of us rolled to see how much we know about krakens and whatnot. Do we think that this is possibly another kraken or the same kraken?
You don't think it's a kraken?
Hmm.
But it looks like a magical storm and not a
It does not look like it's moving naturally.
Mm-hmm.
Does Boomer would know, like, seen anything like this in his travels, or?
Yeah. There could be a grudge against you and Nico that hasn't been settled.
The Thunderball.
I don't. Oh crap! Run! Boomer realizes this and leans over the crows and is like, "We need to move faster."
Can I try to inspire Tanith to go faster with maybe mix up the singing to like a Viking longboat rowing song?
Yeah, you can go ahead and give me a cumulative. Everybody, go ahead and give me a performance check. Let's see if you guys can squeeze.
Come on, everyone! You know the
little bit of
words.
juice out of this, out of the boat.
Boomer yells out, "That bitch storm god is coming back for round 2."
Ah!
Skippy got a 13 with the proficiency.
13.
Sure.
Okay.
So, do I think a giant hawk would be able to pull us any faster tied to the boat? Or is this a very large boat?
I mean, the boat's not super big. The boat's not super big, but you think that a giant hawk probably could put a little more pep in your step.
Nice.
Faster than a giant octopus in the water?
Probably faster than the giant octopus. You're not if you were in shallower water, the giant octopus would definitely help out.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast non-detection on Boomer and Nico.
Nice.
Clever.
I'll ask Gaston if he would like to fly again.
Sure. After I cast a non-detection on Boomer and Nico.
That's fine. All right.
Smart.
What is the fastest flying
Honestly, I
thing?
don't know if it's going to be beneficial against a god. Don't think fastest. Think biggest and strongest, because you need something that has the capability of
Oh, it's
being
got to be
effective
giant.
in towing a boat.
Yes.
So if you can turn me into a rock, that'd be great.
No, I don't think I can.
So if you can turn me into a rock, that'd be great.
It's a monstrosity, not a beast.
Wyvern.
Anything but a chicken.
Why does that keep going
Oh,
away?
chicken!
He's running around the deck. Yeah. Is it helping? Is it helping?
It's like in Moana with was it Hey Hey?
Yeah.
Just falls in the hatch. Yes.
Oh, can you turn me into a whale?
Ooh.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
A killer or a
Killer
sperm
whale.
whale.
You want the bigger of the two, so sperm. Well, the
They're
sperm
both-
whale is bigger, not necessarily the sperm of the whale.
They're both 60
How-
swim speed, but
But the bigger one
Yeah.
has the mass to tow the boat.
yeah.
More talk.
Do we have enough rope to tie?
Yeah, how
to
are
a
we
whale?
gonna tie the whale to?
Well, I don't care. Just turn me into a whale.
You're all, because you know what the whale can do? Survive a fucking storm.
Yeah, but if
A
I don't,
whale.
you stop becoming the whale.
Yeah.
Just hang out in my mouth. Sperm whales don't chew much.
Does everyone see the
This is-
Pinocchio movie?
Yes.
Sorry, Tanith, we may have to ditch shit.
No, he's cut. So no, we're going to be fine.
Monster
Yeah,
of the
we're gonna
whale.
be- Anyway, how did our cumulative performance go? Did Tanith feel suitably inspired?
Let's see.
Why is there a marionette in here?
Let's see. So Skippy got a 9. Gaston got a 13.
13 with proficiency.
Oh wait, what are we rolling for?
Performance check.
All of us?
Yeah, we're all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're
So I
all-
need Boomer. I need one more. I need just from you. Oh yeah. So and that's plus 18. Yeah. So you guys managed. You're sort of like, look, Tanith. And you can hear. So this time when Tanith responds to you, you hear sort of a chorus of voices respond, and you can hear, "Come on, lads!" And you hear, "Ah!" And then the skeleton crew begins to row faster, and you guys put on some speed.
We're flying now.
Just up front. Now you can see that the storm clouds are sort of boiling overhead, and they're getting the storm clouds are getting closer, and you see these massive, what look like.
I take it the non-detection didn't help.
Not especially. He's still following the boat. So. So the deity that you pissed off that is called Talos.
So what did you do to piss off the god, and how do you appease the god?
We killed a giant boar that was made of lightning.
You guys can give me a religion check if you like.
I can't. I don't know this god.
Oh wow, I know all about him. Apparently.
Yeah, so you know Talos, also known.
No shit.
Yeah, Boomer doesn't know much. Yeah, Felix, you know.
I'll fill you in, Boomer. I wasn't there, but I've heard of him.
Yeah, Skippy doesn't know shit. So you know. Talos has been around. Known as the Storm Lord or the Destroyer.
Oh.
He is the dark
name.
side of nature. He is the destructive side of nature. Chaotic storms. Tidal waves, things like that. Things in nature that just absolutely obliterate shit.
Well, I have word of recall still strapped to Askern's codpiece, so if all else fails.
You do it as a whale.
Asker's in some kind of temple somewhere, and
Yeah. Forgive me, Father, for I have
Was
sinned.
surprised.
Oh!
I repent. I repent.
You see, and you can see up in the storm what looks like a broad-shouldered, bearded young man carrying a massive staff. And you can see, and it alternates between sort of this young man riding the these rolling clouds of the storm, and sometimes he disappears up into the clouds, and you just see this massive face form out of the clouds, and you see that lightning shaped like a staff coming down and striking the sea. As this storm sort of boils and rolls closer, and the ship is now rowing at a pretty solid pace, but you don't think you're going to make landfall before the storm overtakes you. Tanith, he says, Tanith says, we will do what we can to keep the ship afloat and to make landfall, but the Storm Lord is angry. Do you know what might have happened to anger him so?
Boomer's just laughing.
Who? Just
Boomer's just laughing and going like, "It's a good day to die."
Yeah, Nico's. I think Nico might take some rope and fasten himself to to one of the handrails.
Okay.
Or something.
Is Tiny Hut gonna stay on the ship, or just like as the ship moves, the Tiny Hut just like stays in motion?
Tiny Hut just sort of stays in place, like it did. Yeah. Tiny Hut. One of the reasons it is so impenetrable is it sort of anchors itself in relation to the astral plane and the material plane, so that's why it doesn't move.
And there's not a bottom, so you just
cast it below deck so we can sink the ship faster.
God, that'd be
the
funny,
bottom out of
just
the
staying in the
box.
hole, and the thing like just stops, rips a hole out of the back of the boat.
Yep.
Sorry.
Tiny raft, as it's now known.
I have nothing that can help us right now.
Yeah,
I do
Boomer's
not
doing his
incorporate spells
Lieutenant
to defeat
Dan
a
in
storm
the storm
god.
thing.
Nico will wave his take off his hat, wave to the storm god. Just be like, oh yeah, here we go. Where am I? I'm up front. Talos, my old friend, come to give us a good old light show on our glorious journey. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear Jeff like a suit of armor over me to try and keep me weighted down.
With the religion roll I had, Ed, do I have any kind of knowledge of how amenable Talos is to, or what may be required to appease him?
Yeah. So Talos is in general a fairly dark god. You think usually some sort of blood sacrifice will do it? In general?
Only we had one of those.
Well, we can always turn the
Hey,
cat
Jeff,
into
come
a
up
big
here.
monkey and have him pour a bunch of blood over the edge and then turn back into a cat. He'll be fine. Does that count?
He's usually looking for like all of it.
An exsanguination.
Kinda. It's kind of his gig.
Well, as long as it's voluntary, Gaston's okay with it.
Yeah, I'm not volunteering. I'm not that good.
You suck.
Boomer yells out in Dwarvish, like the rocks that break the waves, mountain dwarves have weathered many storms. Fuck you, Talos.
Gaston looks at him and says, "Are you actually trying to piss him off more? You realize that's like a god, right?"
Puny god.
Puny god.
Puny god.
So the storm moves over the ship. The waves pick up. It is indeed pretty bad. And just as the sort of the image of the young man in the clouds with the staff sort of over the boat, he points down. He points down at the ship at Nico and Boomer, and he said, "Now we will test your metal." And his voice is just—it's the thunder of the storm. It's the howling of the wind, and it seems bigger than anything that you've ever heard. And he says, "We will test your metal. Prove to me you are worthy to live. Battle now against the fury of nature. Battle now against my rage."
You summoning my ex-wife?
And lightning.
Storm, move.
And lightning strikes down at the ship in quick succession. It lashes down at the ship, and water sort of sloshes over. And in the place of those the lightning strikes and the sea and the waves crashing over, you see on deck looks like these pure elemental creatures are now standing on deck. Some of them look like wind and lightning. Some of them look like water, but they are moving towards you, and they seem pissed.
I'd like to pull my
give
familiar
me a
out
second.
before combat starts.
So we haven't done any rest yet, right?
No, you guys were at sea a couple of days, so you were able to sort of sleep and whatnot.
Oh, so we should have all
Okay,
had a long
groovy.
rest.
Yeah, you guys have had a long rest. You guys have been at sea, at least a day or so.
Oh, nice.
There we go.
Groovy.
Yeah, so I'll. Yeah, when I see this, can I cut the rope and cast spider climb on myself?
I would like to rage.
Just 1 second. We're gonna roll initiative, and then we'll get started. There we go.
Banishment is weird. Basically, if I don't keep the banishment active for the full duration, it comes back. So if I get interrupted, the thing I banished pops back.
Yeah, you gotta concentrate on it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it just goes, "Hey, ooh, what's up?"
Rolling initiative
right.
with advantage is weird because it doesn't do it automatically. I just have to roll it twice. Oh, I see your 20 there, Boomer, and I raise you another 20.
Skippy is definitely in awe of all of the nature happening around.
Yeah.
Yeah, Skippy and I are in shock.
It makes sense that Boomer and Nico would be
Yeah.
the two that are the most ready.
Yeah.
We know what's coming.
You may have seen this coming a little bit. You're all.
Yeah. It's like, today's that day, huh? We're cashing that check. All right, well.
Is this the same day that we fought the people, the cultists, or have we had any rest?
No. Yeah, no, you got a rest.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
We got 2 days.
All right, good, because I had still done all of my spells are off. I'm like, I've got almost nothing left.
This seems bad.
All right, so I cast the 2 non-detections and the augury. All right, there we go. Back up. Was there anything else I cast other than non-detections and augury?
No, I think that's it.
Okay.
Ed, these two like big crossbows at the back of the boat, are they how far around can they move?
They can swivel a full 360.
And they're functional?
I guess we're about to find out.
They are functional, but they have no ammo.
Okay. There's like a chest right next to it. Could that be a sensible place to store ammo?
Possibly.
Gaston's quite nearby. Skippy would probably shout at Gaston to like kick the chest open and look if he can.
Oh man. Destroy water doesn't say anything about attacking elementals. That's sad.
All right.
That would have been a cool use, but no.
Felix, what was your initiative?
4?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are. Let's add you to the initiative and give you a 4. There we go. All right, let's roll 1 for the water and 1 for the air. All right. So the air. So you guys are all at. Okay. And then let's add, and then let's do the water. There we go. Okay. So these guys are out. Okay. All right, Nico.
All right.
So you want to cast Spider Climb?
Actually, I'm just going to stay. I'm going to stay tied to the sort of front of the boat. I think with my length of rope for now.
Okay.
Let's see. So we've got. So what I see this sort of swirling air elemental in front of me. Oh, is that there? Or is he frozen? Oh, he's there.
Well, sorry. What's up?
So I see this kind of swirling air elemental in front.
Yeah,
of me.
like it looks like a small sort of thunderstorm, like lightning and clouds and stuff, sort of like striking out from it.
Awesome. Let's see. Well, Say, well, nothing for it, I guess, but to face another confrontation with this so-called god. And I shall.
Pretty sure, by definition, that's not so called. He's actually a god.
If he was really a god, we'd be dead already, right? Ha! So I shall step forward and stab the elemental in the face.
Well,
Or attempt to.
yeah, it's face. Yeah, go ahead.
Face. Let's see. Let's give it a bit of the old. Let's see what Riven makes of a swirling mass of air elemental energy.
Yeah, give it a go.
18 to hit.
18 will hit.
Excellent. I don't know. Technically, I don't think anyone else is within 5 feet of it, so I don't know if I can sneak attack it.
Oh yeah. Well, do you? I mean, doesn't your rakish audacity?
That allows me to. Hold on, let me just check. Yeah, I think there's something. Oh, if no other creatures are within 5 feet of you, and if I don't have disadvantage. Yeah. So yes, I can use it. Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought. I mean,
Yeah.
I thought you had like Supreme Rogue bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm about to
like,
say
I
that's
know.
Supreme Rogue BS.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just based on my own bravado, I get to sneak attack you.
Anytime I say haha, I get a free sneak attack.
Right.
You distract it with a flourish of your hat while you stab it in the face or whatever. But, yeah.
All right. So.
Oh wow!
12
I rolled 3 6s and a 5 on my
That's
sneak
pretty
attack.
good.
That's pretty good. So that's
Yeah.
and that was with obviously I was going to stick a bit of the old Terror Blade on there as well. So that's okay. So we have 23 on the sneak attack. We have 12 piercing damage plus the Terror Blade, which is
What kind of damage is Terrorblade? Psychic?
Yeah.
It turns out elementals don't really give a shit about psychic damage.
Oh well, that's unfortunate.
Elementals go like you're all boo.
Actually,
it's just
would
all.
Would I know that?
elemental.
Well, I guess would Nico know that? I guess is that an Arcana check?
That would be an Arcana check, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you would know. You would know. Like, there's so sort of the old man whispers in your head. It's like, some
try
of
the
our
other
tricks
one.
aren't going to work here.
Try the other one. Okay, that would be a. I believe I would then switch to a Shadow Garrote at the last moment, which is force damage.
Yeah, the old man's all.
It's like an insistent.
Hear
caddy,
my
like when you're-
blade, and it's Shadow Garage. Tricked you, April Fools.
Got you good, cockbag.
See, wow, that dice is going for it. Oh wow, that sucked. Okay,
5.
5 whole damage extra.
Yeah, your garrote,
Sort of.
more or less sort of passes through the air. The shadowy form just sort of go, hup, and then like the little shadowy figure that appears behind it just kind of goes.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah, so that's 5 plus, so that's 28. 28 plus 12 is 40.
Yep.
Wow.
So 40,
Nice.
40 damage. Ha ha!
And you've tied yourself, and you're tied to that mast, right?
Yep,
Okay.
for better or worse.
Boomer.
Oh, as my
sorry.
bonus action. I already hit it, so it can't take. I don't know. What do I want to do? I guess I'll just stand there and laugh at it.
All right. Very good.
Vicious mockery.
Actually, I will move slightly. I'll move to there.
How are you going to move?
The rope's like 50 feet long, right?
Oh, I thought you like lashed yourself to the mast.
That's
no,
what I
no,
envisioned
just like-
too.
No, I need to be able to move.
Okay.
I thought you were Lieutenant Danning that.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought you'd done that too. Like you were like, I'm going, like, I'm with you, Tanith. Let's do this.
I had visions of that drunken sailor song, you know, tie him to the mast until he's
Right.
sober.
Okay, you are up, Boomer.
Okay. Raging. Jumping from the crow's nest onto
nice.
down onto this fuckhole. And yeah, all the things. Reckless, great weapon. I'm even gonna toss in a maneuver.
Good lord. All the things.
The maneuver I'm going to toss in is a new one that I switched out. Pushing attack.
All right.
So it has to make a strength saving throw, difficulty check 17. On a failure, it gets knocked 15 feet away from me.
Okay.
And then it'll also take 1d8 additional damage.
Yeah, I'm thinking that knocking water elementals into the ocean is probably not going to be terribly effective.
Boomer don't know. Boomer don't give, you know, what? Water. Not like we drink it or anything.
It might be like
He's mostly made of it.
it's like fresh water getting mixed into salt water. It might be like
Yeah.
Dilution is the solution.
All right, so Boomer, so 20 will hit.
Groovy. So
if you just start
then
shooting
an additional
like,
1d8.
at the salt.
So an additional 4, and then to see if I don't even know if this will work, but I mean, fine.
So you're going to attempt to push the elemental?
Yeah. I believe 40 damage.
Wow.
So let's see. Let's see. So you got 14 plus 2 plus 10.
Plus 4.
That's 30.
Yeah. So 18, 20, 30 damage.
Oh, sorry, 30.
Okay. Does he make a saving throw against the push?
Yeah, he has to make a strength saving throw, difficulty 17.
Okay. 5.
Does he get pushed?
Yeah, so you push him how
Oh,
far?
I like the added music. 15 feet away.
Yeah,
I
all right.
jump down, I'm like, woof.
So you push him, and he just sort of, like, you see
Boomer yells, get off my ship! In a Harrison Ford.
Yeah, so you see it, you see the elemental sort of go out into the water, and then it just goes whoosh, and you see it just sort of swirling out in the, like, it kind of got bigger.
Ha! Note to self.
Okay.
I see what you were doing, Boomer. Nice try.
All right. Move over here. Fuck you, wind.
All right.
Second attack.
I hit
Second
it up
attack.
into the clouds. Oh no.
We'll try this again. I'll try exactly
from
the
the
same
monitor due to epilepsy. I blame Ed.
I was going to ask Boomer, like, do you have some kind of blow attack? And then no, probably best not to.
Oh, he's got the blow attack.
The blow attack. All right, here we go.
Attacking the
Now's
wind.
not the time, Boomer.
I don't have time for this.
Yeah, 23 will hit.
And then again, doing another pushing attack. Yeah. Not great, but
All right, so let's see. 19 plus 4, 23, so 33.
Yep.
33 damage, and then it's got to make a strength.
yeah.
How strong is the wind? Not too strong. 11 is what the wind rolled.
Nice. Whack.
Doesn't
I'm about to
cause
break wind.
opportunity attack, though, does it?
What's up?
Him pushing doesn't make the wind opportunity attack, right?
Nope.
That's unfortunate.
Barbarian BS.
All right, so yeah, you shove the wind. It sort of goes out. You see it sort of like, you know, the force of your mighty blow just whoo. You see the wind sort of go, and now it's swirling. It's swirling off the boat, and you can see it sort of. It's hovering above the water. Lightning is sort of like, you know, spitting out of it. Every now and again, you see a face kind of form in the clouds. And you hear above you, all right.
Strahd again.
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right, the air elementals are up. So this first
This is
air
because I
elemental,
pissed in the wind, huh?
Yeah, that's right.
it is going to move in on top of both you and Felix.
Great.
And I need you both to make a strength saving throw for me.
Gotcha.
That's not okay.
I don't think I have advantage on strength saving throws. I think I just have a really high strength saving throw.
Can Jeff be helping me?
Not at the moment.
I guess I
alright,
do have advantage.
Wow.
Boomer, you do pretty well. The wind inside this elemental is fairly strong, Felix. And I need you to roll. I need you to roll a D4 for me. So north is 1, east is 2, and so on and so forth. 4. So you are being flung that way. 20 feet.
Question.
Yeah.
As a reaction, can I make an attempt to grab Felix?
Not in this particular instance, because you were inside this sort of tempest.
Oh, you mean right where I hit the mast?
Thud.
No, oh, so you're being flung. So it was north, south, east, west. So west is 4. So you were being flung out into the ocean 20
Man
feet.
overboard.
All right.
You see Felix the cat go being flung out into the raging tempest. Sorry, Felix, you also take. Hold on. You're both are going to take some damage.
So I wanted to wear Jeff as like armor. So is he coming with me?
Was Jeff in there too?
Oh yeah.
Jeff also has to make that. Jeff also has to make that strength saving throw.
He should be a little bit better than me. He did a little bit better.
Jeff is okay. He stays on board.
So Felix just gets torn out from inside Jeff and thrown into the water.
Jeff looks overboard and goes, meh.
All right, so 17, 22. So Felix, you take 22 damage.
Damn.
Oh, that was one hell of a belly
Jeff
flop.
takes 11 damage. Boomer, you take 5.
Worst blowjob ever.
You
You said 11 for Jeff?
11 for Jeff, yeah, because he made the saving throw. All right. Yep. This air elemental is going to move here.
Oh, it doesn't want to do
Nico,
that.
I need you to make that strength saving throw for me. Wow, you fail it spectacularly. Please roll a d4.
1.
You are thrown north 20 feet.
So that's just
So
off
you
the
will
front.
also hit the drink. And you will take, let's see, 10, 15 damage.
Can I use my evasion to
To have that?
halve that?
Yep.
Sorry, uncanny dodge. So I uncannily dodge the railing on the way over, I guess.
Yeah, you're all bleh! So yeah, you'll take a mere 7 damage.
Good
This
thing you
air
were
element.
tied.
What's up?
So good thing Nico was tied to the boat.
I've
Yeah,
got a
he's
great.
attached.
I've got a
He at
great.
least is
Sorry, I've got a
attached to a
great.
rope.
I've got a great move coming up in the next round. Sorry.
Yeah, he's at least attached to a rope.
Yeah.
All right. This air elemental is going to move towards you. Is going to move towards a smarter oh, they're dumb. Yeah, it's going to move towards you, Skippy. And I need you to make a strength saving throw for me.
Is
Really
Skippy
good
out
at
in the middle of the ocean, or
No, Skippy's back towards the back of the boat. Skippy's
No,
back here.
Felix is in the ocean.
Felix is in the
oh,
ocean.
okay?
Am I being led
Because on
by
my
the
map,
boat?
Skippy's out in the middle of the ocean by the water elemental that's out here.
Skippy,
That's-
you are okay.
Skippy's feeling strong.
Yeah, Skippy, you managed to hold off being tossed overboard. You will take a mere 6 or 8 points of damage.
Dokie.
Gaston.
Gaston will go ahead and cast protection from evil and good on himself,
All right.
and then hop on the Holy Book of Ogma and come out and offer Felix a ride.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I can get back up.
That's fine. I'm still going to come out and offer you a ride.
You don't want to do that. You're
I
going to
need
get
you,
hurt.
Gaston. I need you, since you're on the book, in sort of a storm.
Awesome.
Yeah, I need.
Oh gosh.
I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw to stay on the book.
How dexterous you are.
That's not going to help.
Oh,
Nice.
look at you in the connection to your god.
So dexterous he can dodge the raindrops. Keep the pages dry.
Yeah, so you managed, Gaston, you sort of like, you're, it's like that scene with the albatross in The Rescuers is taking off and he's all, gotta get under it, gotta get under it. You're like sort of like laying down on the book as you're flying out sort of in this tempest, and you manage to hang on to the book. You're flying not exactly a straight line, as you're being buffeted on all sides from wind and waves, but you manage to hang on to the book.
Woo! That's amazing!
All right, the water elementals are up. This water elemental is going to move in over, and it's pretty pissed at you, Boomer.
Gave it a little tickle.
Yeah, it's not pleased at the the bullshit that you threw in there.
I don't like that you're trying to give me my bath early.
Right, not a fan. It's going to.
And it bathed me. You're now an enemy of my clan.
Yeah, it's going to move. It's going to move in here and attack you, Boomer. It makes 2 attacks. Oh, it has advantage, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No crits.
That's good.
Does a 17 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you get hit twice. And you will take. So 8 plus 14, 20. So 28. So you'll take 14 bludgeoning damage as this thing just walks up in these two massive, it feels like getting hit by two tidal waves, just boosh, boosh, and slams down water on top of you.
It's just a sprinkle. It's barely a drizzle.
Skippy, this one is going to move towards you, and now it's sort of merging with this storm, like it's basically becoming a typhoon.
Oh, nice.
Sort of where you're at.
Nice. If you
Yeah,
like
the
the
blender.
water, at least.
And then I need you to make a strength saving throw for me.
Okay.
Ooh, just shy.
I was
so-
supposed to go before Skippy. Oh well.
What's up?
Yeah, yeah.
I was supposed to go
Yeah, you
before,
are,
but
yeah.
it doesn't matter.
It's not Skippy's turn. It's still the water elemental's turn.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right. Yeah.
I thought you said
Yeah.
Skippy was going. My bad.
Oh, no, Skippy is Skippy's
You
going.
might be going. Yeah.
Skippy's going.
Got it.
Okay. Skippy, this thing basically sort of sucks you up inside of it.
Again.
You are amphibious, correct?
Yes.
You can breathe underwater?
Yes.
All right, so this thing has you grappled. It basically so you're not, good news is you're not drowning. Because,
Does it
you're
does it feel
amphibious.
just like a warm hug to Skippy?
It's cold, but yeah. So you take 20 points of damage as you're being sort of battered around inside this thing, and you are grappled inside of it.
Okay.
All right, Felix.
All right. I was gonna cast Thunder Step, but someone's right above me, and I don't want to cause them thunder damage.
Someone.
So I will go ahead and cast Far Step as a bonus action, and teleport up to 60 feet, and teleport back onto the boat,
All right.
right over there.
Give me an Arcana check.
Oh no. Oh, that's not too bad. That's pretty good.
Yeah, you're fine. So you actually managed, even though the boat is heaving up and down, sort of in the wave, you managed to time the step just right so that you appear actually right on the deck as it's going. So you don't like smack into it or anything like that.
And then I
It
will,
looks cool as hell.
I will cast a cantrip on the water. Shocking Grasp. Do I get advantage as it's highly conductive?
Which water are you casting it on? The one right next to you?
Yeah.
Not
'Cause
the one
it's
where
a
Skippy is?
No.
Oh.
Well, that's not fun.
Schadenfreude, Mark.
Uma.
All right, yeah. So you
Ooh.
Ooh. Yep.
Yay.
Extra crispy.
did you crit?
Yes.
Nice. So yeah, you either do max damage, which is that the 28?
No, that's to hit.
Okay, yeah. So either max damage or you can roll double the dice. Your choice.
24 for 3d8.
24 damage. Yeah, you reach
Nice.
out, you sort of plunge your hands into the swirling mass of water, and you're just all, fucking take this. and all of you can see lightning, and you can see sort of the spirit of this elemental figure inside flash with lightning, sort of get backlit with lightning as Felix shocks the shit out of it.
Nice.
Nice.
And then I will
I see you like lightning, bro.
step over here in the middle.
So you step away from it.
Yep.
When you shock it, it can't take a reaction, correct?
As long as it's not a sentient suit of armor.
Yeah, it turns out it is not a lightning charged suit of armor. And so, yeah, it just sort of, it's sitting there just kind of as lightning sort of crackles,
Nice.
crackles through it.
Good
Skippy.
Good job.
Yeah.
So you
It's-
are currently restrained.
Headbutt the water.
Does that
Drink it.
how
Drink it.
chug.
Chug, chug, chug.
Piss in it.
So Skippy's like spinning around, right?
Yeah,
I
you're kind of
probably already
swirling around.
have.
So as your action, so since you are restrained, you can attack, but your attack rolls have disadvantage.
Okay.
And I'm not sure what you would do kind of inside this thing.
I was
but-
thinking like,
But on you, but as an action, you can attempt to escape from it. You can attempt to like swim out of this thing.
Put a pin on a grenado.
I was thinking like,
Swim out.
oh,
Grenade.
so seeing I'm like spinning around, if I like, I've got my short sword equipped. Can I like just like try and hold the short sword away from me? So I'm like,
Yeah,
So
you can attempt to try to attack it. So you make an attack roll, but with disadvantage to see if you can like basically can you hold the sword in any sort of an effective manner.
let's have a go. I think that's what I would try and do.
Get it to blend itself.
Okay.
Will it blend?
Yeah.
So go
let's
ahead and
see.
make an attack with your short sword at disadvantage.
This is the first time I'm ever using my short sword ever.
So you have to pull the shrink wrap off of it.
It's like-
Congratulations on your
on.
purchase of
Yeah.
a short sword.
Is there a way for me to roll that disadvantage? Like,
So
do I
if
have to-
you
is it control?
right
Oh yeah,
click
control. Yeah.
or
Yeah.
control, yeah.
Oh yeah, I got a 1.
You actually you lose your grip on your sword and you actually managed to damage yourself. Go ahead and roll a d6 for me. So now you're inside this thing with a piece of shrapnel.
I rolled a 5.
You take 5 damage. You take 5 slashing damage from this piece of
Ow.
shrapnel that's now inside the thing with you.
The water
Wow.
laughs at you.
Well, didn't Skippy actually get a 0? Like with the
Yeah,
-1?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's why you
So I
lost the
left-
sword. That's why you lost the sword. Like you're just, oh god, like you went to pull it out, you're all, oh shit.
Oh, that's
So,
hilarious.
You actually can hear this gurgling laughter of this thing, and you hear, ho ho ho, now I have a sword.
Now I have a sword. Ho, ho, ho.
Ho ho ho.
Yeah. You can attempt to grasp the sword. You have you can make 2 I'll give you 1 attempt to grab the sword and try to bring it back under your control.
Okay. How do I do that?
This is a dexterity check to try and grab the sword.
Not a saving throw, just a
Check. Yeah, just a dexterity check.
Okay. Unlikely, I guess.
Yeah, you try to grab it, you don't get hurt at all, but you miss the sword. Yeah, you miss the sword. Well
Okay.
done, Skippy. Excellent turn.
Thank you very much. I feel proud of my efforts.
manage the bullshit.
Yeah. Maybe it's Grenado next time and I'll like get the sword propelled into me.
The sword just goes flying out of this thing and sticks into Boomer. What the hell? All right. Okay, I need everyone. So we are now at the top of the round.
Yep.
I need everyone. So you're on the boat, and you hear, pathetic. I knew you couldn't stand up to the storm's fury. Let's see how well you dance. And I need everybody to roll a d20, just a straight d20 roll.
Given that I'm not on the boat, I guess I
Still a
have to-
d20 roll.
Oh,
Straight
if ever,
D20 roll.
hopefully this is not a
Oh,
damage
wow.
roll.
This actually works out very well story-wise. Boomer and Nico, You see the young man in the clouds point his staff at the two of you, and lightning arcs down towards you. I need you to make dexterity saving throws. Nico, you do so at disadvantage since you're in the water.
Do I get advantage because I see it coming?
Uh,
My barbarian bullshit.
give me a perception check. Because you're inside, you're sort of inside this maelstrom.
Wow.
Nice.
Nico, 14.
Perception.
Yeah, Boomer, you do not notice. You do not see this lightning coming inside the windstorm.
All right. Fair enough.
And then, so go ahead and give me a just give me a
Hey,
dexterity
nice.
saving throw.
Ninja Boomer.
All right. So unfortunately, Nico, yours is not good enough to dodge a god's lightning strike.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Nico, Boomer, you actually managed to, kind of deflect. You managed to put your axe up and deflect the worst of the lightning damage.
Sorry, Dad.
Talking all that shit about that necromancer.
Thanks, Pops.
So
How-
this
how
is how you
badly-
did your mother, huh?
How badly do I get cooked?
Hold on.
Oh,
How big is a god's lightning bolt?
Uh,
Huh. It's only 100 die 8.
yeah.
So I need 4 of those and 4 more of those.
No.
8 of those.
I feel like the ship Tanis is gonna like arrive at dock and it's just gonna be Boomer there.
It's gonna
What happened to
arrive
the rest
like
of your
Jack
crew?
Sparrow, just gonna like pull
Yeah.
into the dock and it's just gonna be sinking down the water.
You're talking about, I'll be fine. Remember,
let's see,
I still have a
so
word of recall
20.
to Askern's crotch.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you still wouldn't be on the boat then.
So 29. So
Wow.
Boomer, you will take 7 because you take
Okay.
14 and then half of that. And then Nico, I'm assuming you're going to use some rogue bullshit
Yeah, I'll
to have that as well.
I'll uncannily, I'll only get half of me cooked, I guess.
Yeah, so you will take 14 damage then.
Ow!
Somehow,
Nico, it is
buried
your turn.
in conductive moisture, he will manage to dodge. half of
Right.
the electric-
Although I'm floating in the middle of salt water, I'm gonna dodge this bitch. Watch
It's
now.
uncanny.
Nico, ride the lightning.
I'm gonna go underwater.
It is indeed uncanny.
It is uncanny.
How does putting your face in the water give you half damage?
Okay, I will. So what I want to do is basically let the rope sort of run. Obviously, the boat's still going ahead, right?
Yep.
So I'm gonna let the rope like pull taut, and I'm gonna try and like water surf on the surface of the sea. Sort of water ski with the rope. Sort of.
You want to water ski on a storm-tossed ocean?
That's right.
On a boat rowed by skeletons.
And I wanna
How
do
long
it
is your rope?
50 feet.
Doesn't
So
that mean you
you're-
just got keel hauled?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Well, I'll
boat's
go around the side of the boat. I'm not getting wrapped all the way over it.
go ahead and give me a strength athletics check to
Wouldn't-
see if you can swim out of the path of the boat.
Let's see.
It wouldn't the tow line naturally go behind the boat?
Well, it's tied to that mast in the
It's tied
front.
to that mast, so it's going to pull up
Oh.
over the top and round the side when it goes tight.
Remember, there's oars.
Oh yeah.
Slap, 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 slap.
Yeah, so you got a couple of saving throws in your future here, buddy.
It's going to look real good though.
Good
Only
news.
Gaston's
He's
gonna
got
see
plenty
it.
of rogue bullshit.
All right, so first I need a strength athletics check to see if you can swim out of the path of the boat.
I can.
Yes, you can. So
Easily.
yeah, you manage to go lightning strikes and everything else coming down.
Yeah.
You manage to move to the side of the boat.
Yep.
All right. So now the boat is passing you.
Yep.
You are let's see. So
Can I yell at Tanis like hard to stern, Tanis?
Hard to the
stern?
back?
Isn't stern the back of the boat?
yeah, that's the back of the
Hard
boat.
to stern. No, it's the other one.
Starboard?
Starboard.
Starboard, not port. Starboard, not stern. Starboard.
All right, let me see. Yeah, so you want me to make a hard right.
Yeah.
Tanith,
I was
Crazy
gonna say, hard
Ivans.
stern sounds like Boomer's dad.
Tanith, he hears you. You managed to yell loud enough that Tanith hears you, and you see the wheel on the I don't know, the turny part of the boat. I don't know what it's called. The wheel
Stern,
spins.
obviously.
The wheel spins and the rudder moves, and you see the boat start moving to starboard.
Yeah.
Putting you right in the path of all of the oars, all the blades of the oars that are coming down.
No, you see, funnily enough, this exact thing happened to me when I was actually on like one of those rubber ring rides on the being pulled behind a speedboat in a rubber ring. And what happens is you get flung out really far when the rope gets tight. And then you maybe black out and flip over and wake up floating in the ocean.
Well, so I mean, this isn't a speedboat, so I mean, it's moving, but it's not moving that fast.
It's going fast. We encouraged him. He's that ramming speed.
Yeah, it's at ramming speed. I don't know how many
It's about 8
rowing
knots,
boats
man.
you've seen.
He's
It's
going about
moving
8
a pretty
knots.
good clip. It's not moving at quite those type of speeds, but it's starting to turn.
This is going to look great.
Did you watch Mythbusters where they tried to ski behind a rowing team?
How'd that go?
Not great.
Right.
Were they skeletons? Were they magical skeletons?
Yeah, these are magical skeletons. The skiing part, doing it on, it turns out this isn't, you don't have glass-like surface here. I mean, this, like...
I'm skiing. I'm not. I'm skiing. I'm not.
Yeah, so, okay, first of all, okay.
Yes.
I need you to make three dexterity saving throws for me to get past the paddles first.
Oh my god. All right. Aha!
I regret my decisions.
First paddle, pass.
nimbly leap over the first paddle.
Second set of paddles.
Ha! A backflip off this one.
Yeah, you get smacked a little bit. Third set of paddles. Oh,
Land with a
easily done.
flourish.
You got pushed under by the second set of paddles, and you managed to get past the third set, no problem.
I'm
So yeah,
back,
you take 8 damage. You take 8 bludgeoning damage from that second set of oars, but you are now past the oars, and the rope begins to pull taut. I need an acrobatics check to see if you can get up and ski behind the boat.
Here we go. I'm gonna use some luck on this one. Hang on, where's my luck? There it is. I'm gonna need this. Acrobatics.
Oh,
I need
yeah.
it. Double crit.
God dang.
Wow.
Coming up big. Yeah, so you managed to do that move where you like roll onto your back and you spin around and then come up sort of boots down into the water and you're sort of like whoop, and you are now
hat
sort of
off.
Hat off in the wind, cloak streaming, shadowy cloak billowing behind you as you are now riding the waves, being towed behind this ship in a storm.
I feel like Tanis should be a little impressed.
Except it's Nico.
What was that, Rob?
I said Gaston
Yeah,
would
what'd you
draw
say,
this
Rob?
as a really cool scene, but it's Nico.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you were being pulled behind this. Yeah, you were being pulled behind this boat, just up on it, sort of bouncing off the waves, but managing to keep your balance. Hat in the wind, screaming defiance into the teeth of the storm.
Laughing. Yeah.
All right, Boomer.
Meanwhile, Skippy is like being stabbed by
yeah.
her own
Meanwhile,
sword.
Skippy is on the tumble cycle with a sword.
That double crit.
And
makes
this is
up
why you
for
don't
one
put
I
frogs
rolled
in the
at start of
dryer.
campaign. Oh, God.
That was very cool, Nico.
All right, Boomer will attack the Watcher Elemental.
Boomer attacks the water.
No, I'm effective against the water.
Yeah, it hits.
Wow, max damage.
So 21, 31 damage.
Yep.
Okay.
Second attack.
Hits. So 16, 26 damage.
Nice.
Okay,
Is
yeah.
still up.
Still up.
Elemental.
All right, I'm going to do. Where is it? Action Surge.
Action surge.
Yeah.
You just thought this was an elemental. Actually, this is someone you knew.
Or not.
Hello.
Action, yeah,
What?
yeah, Action Surge. Yeah.
What are you doing here?
You're all, yeah, a body comes tumbling out of the surging water. It's a member of your clan. Your sister's dead.
Oh no!
Look, Talos laughs.
Yeah, as Ed goes, now from now on, every time Boomer action surges.
Yeah, every time he action surge, you kill a family member.
Another dead kitten falls out of the wave.
Right?
I
Yeah, it's
believe
just a
in
bat.
fairies. I believe in fairies, particularly since I live so close to San Francisco.
It turns out this wasn't a water elemental. It was just 4 orphans stuffed into a bag.
That's Kern again.
21 damage.
Let's see. Yep, that hits. 21 damage. Yeah, so this water elemental flies apart.
Nice.
Yeah. Bonus attack on the wind.
Nice.
Will hit. So 11, 21, 23 damage.
Then second attack on the wind.
Okay.
I'm breaking wind.
Max
Max
damage
damage.
again. Nice.
29, 31.
Smash it good.
Yeah, nice work. Wind is still up,
Does it hit?
still storming, still raging.
Boomer yells, "Is that all you got?"
And you are struck by lightning.
Point taken.
No, obviously is the answer.
All right, air elementals are up. Let's see. Yeah, that's up. All right, good. All right. The air, let's see. So yeah, this air elemental is going to, it's going to attack you, Boomer. It has advantage.
Got advantage. Yeah.
So yeah, it's lashing out at you with lightning strikes. Oh, that's a crit.
Ooh.
Cool.
All right, so yeah, 2 hits. One of them is critical. So you are going to take. So roll 2 of those, 2 more of those. So it's 10 plus 16, so 26 plus. Let's see, so 36, 39, 46. So you'll take 23 lightning damage from this thing.
Okay.
This other air elemental is going to move out here towards you, Gaston.
It attacks with disadvantage.
It actually is just going to swirl up around you, and I need you to make a strength saving throw for me.
Make it a wisdom saving throw instead.
Ah, no.
Man.
Did Jeff get an opportunity attack?
Jeff is down here with this one. This one moved. This one's up here.
Okay, I did.
So the one that Jeff's inside of didn't move.
I know. I did. Just didn't know if it went right in front, across.
That is an unfortunate saving throw for you.
Oh, yeah.
Gaston, you are thrown off your book. And you are thrown west.
Off screen.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just say, oh, you're just go to the edge of the map. That's fine. You're sort of thrown into the water there. And you will take, let's see, you will take 15, yeah, 15 lightning damage as this thing surrounds you and throws you to the side. And you splash into the water, and your book is like, it's like comes zooming towards you. Oh, actually, I think you have to make I think as a bonus action, you can summon it to you.
Yep, bonus action.
Yeah. So yeah, this thing just goes, you go splashing into the water off your book as this the storm elemental sort of surges around you. All right, and now this one, Skippy, you're sort of stuck in there. This one is going to move towards you, Felix.
No.
And let's see if it, no, does not. It is going to attack you twice. Let's see. A 15 and a 17.
I will shield.
Shung.
Glass staff. Yeah.
With a wave of your hand, a force field of shimmering arcane energy goes up and intercepts the strikes from the air elemental.
Oh, no.
Gaston.
Yeah. Whistle for the book. Climb on my book. Flip off the air elemental because that was just rude. You shouldn't click a cleric off of his holy book. That's just
not what you do. It simply isn't
what
done.
You do.
Simply isn't done.
And then go ahead. I'm gonna point a guiding bolt at it and plink it. Did that roll?
Nope.
Oh, there it is.
Yes.
15 just hits.
Alrighty. You will enjoy this, or you will not enjoy this. Huh. I am not getting any visual of the rolling. Oh.
I mean, on.
Oh, is that max?
Wow.
The max damage.
Yeah, really not sure how that happened.
Nice.
54?
Yeah,
Isn't that a level 1 spell?
no.
Cast at 6th level. It
Yeah,
says.
Upcast it.
yeah, you upcast it.
Oh, did you cast it at level
6.
Oh, 6th level.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Yeah, you, I think,
Nice.
let me see. I think you obliterate this thing. Oh, yeah, 54. Yeah, you, boom, this thing just disappears. Like, Gaston is pissed that he is in the water and his book is getting wet. He's like, all right, look, you sons of bitches. So, yeah, you lash out with this massive bolt. You drop some knowledge on this thing.
Yeah. Knowledge!
And it disappears.
And that's it for me.
Well done.
At Talos and go, man, Ogma is gonna be pissed. You got my book wet.
Get the book wet, son of a. All right.
Son of a titty.
This water elemental is going to. Let's see. What is the? Yeah. So it's the same. Oh yeah. This water elemental is going to surge towards you, Felix. Oh, Skippy, you're going along for the ride.
Woohoo!
And your sword.
Hi, Felix.
So Skippy at the start of the turn, Skippy. Okay, let me see. So Skippy, you are going to take right at the start of its turn. You take 7. You take 11 damage, Skippy.
Okay.
And then Felix, I need you to make a strength saving throw for me.
No. No.
Ooh. Felix, you have joined Skippy inside with a whirling blade. So Skippy, you and Felix are both going to take. Let's see, 14, 15. You will both take 15 damage.
Oh, shit.
Felix, you are not doing so good breathing wise at this point either.
Glug, glug, glug.
So
I
I'm
guess I
not able
shouldn't
to
know.
speak, am I?
No, you're underwater real good.
All right. Well, I need to make a con check, see if I'm. Come on. Still. So I took 15. So come on, 10 plus. You can do it. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Nice.
Well, I was going to try and get Skippy out of there, but I can't anymore. I can only save myself.
All right, Felix, it is your turn.
All right. Can I see anything past the water?
It's real blurry, but yeah, you can kind of see stuff outside. It's pretty blurry though.
Okay. So I will use my bonus action from Far Step and get outside to right here.
Yep.
And then I will teleport again.
Did you want to do shocking grasp?
No,
Sure.
I'm actually going to rescue Skippy here.
Yay!
Shocking grasp will probably rescue her.
Cool.
Give it a go.
No.
From life.
So I used the bonus action from the Far Step. Now I'm going to use Thunder Step and take Skippy with me. I can take a creature within 5 feet of me. Can I pick just her, or do I have to take both?
You can pick just Skippy.
Okay. So then I will do that and bring us both back over here where the big ballistas are.
Yay.
And that's pretty good. The water and everything that was in 10 feet of me had to make a Constitution saving throw or take 17 thunder damage.
Okay, Constitution saving throws coming up. Let's see. Okay.
which I think is going to be Boomer as well.
Ooh.
Hell, you say?
And that other or air elemental.
Everything is within 10 feet of you?
Yeah.
No,
no, I
they're
moved over
20
here.
feet.
Never mind. You were
Yeah,
fine.
they're 20 feet. They're 20 feet from you, where you were. Anyway, let's see. The air elemental makes it. The water elemental does not.
So half on the ones that do make it.
So the air elemental doesn't give two shits about lightning and thunder damage.
Oddly enough.
Yeah, it turns out it cares not. But the water elemental will take that damage.
All right, and a large thundering boom can be heard from 300 feet away.
Yeah, there's a lot of thunder and lightning going on. So
another one.
Thunder is heard.
Yep. And then yeah.
Cool.
All right,
Thanks,
so-
Felix.
So
Nice.
Skippy,
I will move out of the way.
smart.
Yeah.
Skippy, you are up.
Yay.
Look at you out of the water.
Nice.
Woo-hoo-hoo. I want to try look for ammo for these big, like crossbow thingies.
Yeah. So so it'll be your action to look for
Yeah.
ammo. So yeah, you crack open a crate and yeah, you see these these massive bolts. Actually, they're
Cool.
like this. I mean, these things are like harpoons, basically. These massive bolts.
So I want to use my bonus action then, or like action surge or whatever it is, to load up the. Can I like use a bonus action to load the crossbows and fire, or is it like a?
Because you use a bow and whatnot, I'll let you do that. Like I'll let you load and fire in a single turn.
Cool. Then I want to do that. Spin it around and shoot at the water elemental.
Yep.
Say hello to my new friend.
Carrying
Yeah.
a grudge
So
there.
so yeah, you turn this thing. Because it's sort of like gimbal mounted and whatnot, you have advantage on the attack.
Cool. Amazing. So is it a regular? Will I use my normal stats?
Yeah.
for the
So
longbow?
it'll be dexterity, and because you do use a bow, I'll let you use your proficiency on this as well. So dexterity plus it's D20 plus
my
proficiency plus your dexterity.
So I should just roll a regular D20 here. Okay. So this is the D20 plus my dexterity.
And then plus your proficiency as well.
So plus another 6 then. So
14.
14. Yeah.
Will hit the water.
Yes.
And you had you say you had advantage.
And so the
I have
damage.
advantage. Yeah.
Yeah, you have advantage on this because it's sort of
so
gimbal
roll,
but then
mounted.
see if you get. See if
I'll
you get a
roll.
crit.
I'll roll again in case I crit. Yeah.
I don't want to die. Use the 8.
Really.
See why
Well,
I
you
moved to
pull
other
the
side?
trigger and somehow you get launched back. The air just stays still.
Skippy launches her. I launch myself back into the
Yeah,
water.
you somehow load yourself. You're all, hold on, I have to cock it. Felix is just all, the fuck?
Like I tried to help. Yeah.
And you end up back inside the water elemental. Yeah, so you hit the water.
Straight into the sword. Yeah.
Yeah, so you hit the water. You hit the water elemental. Go ahead and roll. Let's roll for this. Let's roll 2d10.
Ooh.
Okay. Can I do it like this? Oh.
Yeah, there
that
you
was
go.
One.
So
Yeah.
10 plus your dexterity.
Like the dexterity modifier.
Yeah, your dexterity modifier. Yeah.
Plus 2 then, so 12.
So 12 damage. Yeah, nice. So this, you see the bolt. It hits the water elemental, goes straight through it. Boomer, right next to you on the deck, this massive bolt just goes and sticks into the deck.
Boomer like turns like Skippy.
Yeah.
missed.
Moving up from shooting you with a regular bow.
Oh, Skippy's loving this.
All right, we are back to the top of the round.
All right.
Again, you hear the god bellow. I need everybody to roll d20s for me.
Skippy.
Good job, Skippy.
You know what happens when a frog gets hit with a lightning bolt?
Terrible
Anyone
dialogue.
That's
hungry?
it.
All right, so it looks like Skippy and Boomer again. Skippy and Boomer are our lucky winners. I need you guys to make dexterity saving throws for me.
Want me to make a perception check again?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check as you're sort of up in the wind's business.
Ooh. Oh, that's Skippy. Good job.
Skippy doing nice work.
Advantage. So no advantage. Perception.
Yeah, Boomer, you see it coming this time.
Okay,
So you
cool.
can roll dexterity with advantage.
Awesome.
Ooh, nice.
Super good thing. All right. Let's see. 6. So that's 10, 20, 31, 32. So Skippy, you'll take half of that. So you'll take 16. You'll take 16 damage, Skippy. Boomer, you'll take 8. Because you're raging.
Groovy.
Nico, water skiing below the boat.
Woo! I shall my one hand on the rope, my other hand she'll launch some eldritch blast at the air elemental messing with Boomer.
Okay. Go ahead, give me an attack.
It's a crit.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice.
And okay, so what do I do? Just max damage, I guess.
Yeah, max damage.
That is 30 force damage in that case. It's 3 beams, d10 each. Oh, plus, oh no, it's not a melee so I don't get a sneak attack on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's straight up
yeah,
30,
so
30
this
force
air
damage.
elemental sort of dissipates. Boomers, the air around you is suddenly clear.
I laugh as a bonus action.
Nice. Go ahead and give me another acrobatics check to see if you stay up.
Hey.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, you're blasting away, just holding on to the rope, bouncing along the waves. Yeah, it's amazing.
Boomer gives Nico a thumbs up.
Boomer, you are up.
Running over to the water elemental,
Okay.
hopefully to ruin its day.
All the things.
All the things. Roll with advantage. Weapon. And Gaberk.
You're attacking the water elemental.
Yeah.
That'll hit.
Does that hit?
That'll hit.
Okay, cool.
So 26.
Second attack.
That'll crit.
Crit. And max damage. Well, I mean, it's max. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crit.
So 29,
Yeah.
31, 43.
Yep. 43.
43 damage.
43.
That's a big hit. Water elemental is still and when you slash with your axe, you hear this clang noise as you hit Skippy's short sword, still swirling around inside of it.
So because I crit, I get to do a bonus.
Yeah.
So I will bonus the water elemental again.
Wait, is this more barbarian BS?
This is
This
fighter.
is great weapon BS.
Or great weapon master, yeah.
Yeah.
15 will hit. So 12, 24, 34.
24.
24, sorry. Ooh, it's still up, but it's badly wounded. Badly wounded. All right. Air elemental is up. So the air elemental, it still wants to go after the two of you down there. So it's going to move away. Boomer, you can take an opportunity attack if you'd like.
Well, hell yeah. Okay, that.
17 will hit.
17's all around.
Yeah.
So 17, 18, 19, 29.
Yeah.
Okay. Takes that damage, and then it will move up here.
No.
Let's see. It can't get both of you. It wants
good.
to, but it can't.
Spacing is good. No.
All right. So it is going to come up, and it is. Let's see. Yeah, it's just sort of gonna move up. It's gonna attack you, Felix.
No. Don't do it.
All right. I need you to make a strength saving throw for me.
All right. You can do it.
Felix,
you can
pass
do it.
one. No.
You didn't skip leg day.
Ooh. Yeah, not so much. Felix, again, you are sort of blasted by the wind. Go ahead and roll a d4 for me.
Oh, at least
One.
you're staying on the boat this time.
A 1. So yeah, you are getting
You
blasted
go into
north.
the water element.
Yeah, he's splash. So yeah, you will be blasted 20 feet towards the deck. You will land hard on the ground. So 2 of those, 3 of those, plus 2. Felix, you will take 8. 18. It'll take 20 damage total.
Oh shit.
As you are flung across the deck.
All right. Come on. You can do it. Con check. You can do it. No, I didn't do it.
Oh.
I can no longer teleport as a bonus action.
All right. That is the air elemental Gaston.
You don't mess with the man's book.
Super pissed about damage to the book, late charges in the library, the whole thing.
These are the kind of guys that, you know, fold over the corners of a book rather than use a bookmark. Just inhuman.
Right. They're always like breaking the spine of the book.
That's right, yeah.
Bending it way back.
Yeah.
How did that go through?
Yeah, 29 to hit.
guiding
Or,
bolt.
sorry, it's just slow. It's coming through slow.
29 will
29.
hit.
Oh, max damage.
Wow.
God dang.
That's not max damage.
Oh. It says, it claims it is. It's come up green.
Well,
Yep.
it's because I have a couple 6s in there. It's
Oh yeah, you got a couple in there. Yeah.
Okay.
Which one did you? Which one did you hit? The water elemental?
Oh no, the air elemental, because the air elemental is the one that hit me earlier.
Right. Okay, so yeah, you're attacking the air elemental.
And
Yeah,
you
so
move into the
40
boat.
damage.
Yeah.
Bam. Big hit, y'all. It is still up.
You gotta treat books with respect.
Nice. What level did you cast that at?
5th.
Dang. Gaston is pissed. Gaston is legit pissed. All right. The water elemental is up. It's going to smack you a couple of times, Boomer.
It's got advantage.
It's got advantage. So, yeah, it's going to a couple of times. Oh, God. So many dice. A couple of them fell out. All right. So 2 hits.
Cool.
It is... so 8 plus... so you will take 26 damage. So 13.
Okay.
All right. Felix, you're up.
All right, let's go ahead and shock it.
Yeah.
The water elemental.
All right.
Do good things. That's pretty good.
20 will hit.
All right. For 14.
14. Yeah, you reach out and you see this thing just sort of blow apart.
Awesome.
Nice.
And then I will run away
Take that, Talos.
over here and tell Jeff to go do something.
Make yourself useful, Jeff.
Yeah. He'll go right there.
All right.
Does my sword appear like on the deck
Yeah.
when the water?
When he shocks, yeah, your sword sort of cling, 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 falls out. Your sword, that sword has now gotten more use, slashing you and Felix up than it ever did before.
But yeah.
Uh,
It just needed it, like, you know, it needed to be used for me to have better proficiency in it next
That's right.
time. It's just,
right, yeah,
like,
it hungered for
like
blood.
getting the kit dirty. Yeah.
Now you
all
know
right.
the weapon intimately.
Skippy, you are up.
Did Jeff get a chance to do anything?
Jeff
No,
moved and looked menacing.
Oh, okay.
Menacing.
I guess Skippy will shoot at this air elemental with the big crossbow.
So you will do so at disadvantage because it's sort of right up in your grill.
Okay.
You'll just fire at it sort of regularly.
Okay. So that was to, what did we say? So I should roll a D.
So it's a D20.
D20.
Just like firing your bow,
Okay.
except it doesn't have a +1.
I'll just roll a D20 here.
Yeah. So D20. So 9 plus 4 plus. What's
2.
your dexterity?
2.
So 9 plus
15.
4, 13 plus 2 is 15. Will hit the air elemental.
Yeah.
Nice.
And we said it was 2d10 plus
2d10 plus 2. 11?
13 then, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
13. Okay. Yeah, nice. Yeah, so this bolt sort of goes ripping through the storm elemental. Yep, okay.
And I already did an action surge last time, so I can't do anything exciting.
Because they're part of Tanith, do these count as magical ballistas?
They are not magical ballistas. Yeah. Boo. So you hear Talos above you. Maybe you're not worthless trash after all. But still, fuck you. Everybody roll d20s for me.
Oh, come on, Skippy.
Oh no!
2 for Skippy. Boomer got a 20.
Oh,
Let's see, Felix. So
Nico's
so
doing
it looks like
backflips off the side of the
Gaston and
boat.
Skippy.
Oh, now you got to pick on the little guys.
All right, I need dexterity saving throws from both of you.
That's not my best saving throw, by the way. Are you sure I can't do? Oh, never mind. I'll take that.
Yeah, not too bad.
Wow. Parkour on the book.
yeah.
How far away is Talos?
How far? Oh, I mean, he's up in the clouds.
30,000 feet.
So you guys will, each of you will take, so you both managed to save. Oh, actually, Skippy, you didn't manage to save. Sorry, it's 18. Close though.
Oh,
So close.
come on.
18 for the save.
It's a god. A god. So Skippy, you will take 32 damage.
Oh,
okay.
Gaston, you will take half of that.
Guys.
You're fine. Stop whining and walk it off.
Nico.
Yeah, so while laughing at my amazing water acrobatics, I shall lean back and once again blast the elemental with some Eldritch Blast.
All right. First, make an acrobatics check for me.
Oh, okay. We can ignore that roll then. Let's see. Hey, cool.
Yeah. You're having a little you're like it's not quite as graceful, but you managed to stay up, water skiing through a storm.
And now I shall Eldritch Blast.
And now you shall Eldritch Blast.
There we go.
There we go.
That's what I meant to do the whole time.
Yeah. All right. So you do.
I need to do this 3. I need each beam needs a separate hit, doesn't it? Sorry. Is that right?
Yeah.
What does it say?
You can direct the beams at the same target or a different one. Oh, make a separate attack roll for each beam.
All right. So this one hits.
So that's
6
for
damage.
6.
So warlocks are basically machine guns.
Pretty much.
Second one will hit. 3.
3. Wow, these rolls suck. And that one misses.
Ooh, that one misses. Little bump on the wave there, kind of catches you. You're like, nope.
So it takes a mighty 9 of force damage.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you did do it from water skiing through a storm, so I mean, not too bad, man. Boomer, you're up.
Run over to it and kill it.
Good style. Subtle approach.
Bite its face off.
I shall engage it in discourse.
Did anyone try talking to the angry storm god?
Will hit.
Max damage.
31.
You hit this thing and it dissipates.
Boom.
And you see above you, Talos goes, well, you managed to do something halfway competent. I'll keep my eye on you two. The storm is not yet done with you. And then you see lightning lashes down around the ship. And then the storm dissipates.
Can we get a
and the
strong
sky
headwind?
The sky clears, and Tanith slows down Nico. And you skip forward a couple of things, slap your head on a couple of paddles, and then bloop into the water. And we are out of combat. And Tanith will say, after it sort of dissipates, you can hear the sort of that chorus of voices, sort of cheering and shouting. Like you hear it coming from the whole ship around you. You hear sort of this chorus of voices cheering and shouting, and then in one voice, Tannis will say, "Oh, well done, well done. That was some fine sailing. This is indeed a good crew. Well
the best.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and sit down and cast 5th level prayer healing. So anybody who wants it can have 31 hit points back.
Anyone?
Thank you.
Well, if someone wants to make a saving throw against it, they're welcome to.
All right, so yeah, everybody, Gaston kneels down on the Book of Ogma. You see this large circle of light spread out around him. There are tons of words that scroll through the circle. Just text flows by, and as the text flows by, light shoots out of the circle and hits each of you in the chest, filling you not only with knowledge, but 31 hit points.
To say, it gives you a very clear description of what all of your injuries comprised of.
Yeah, it hits you and it just goes, laceration, broken
third degree paddling.
Yeah.
Boomer goes into a G.I. Joe ending of a cartoon. He's like, now I know, and knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe. Skippy, I was like, did you take the you did take the 31 points. Thanks.
I'll spider climb and just walk up the side of the boat.
Cast spider climb on yourself and just and looking a little bedraggled, like just soaking wet, feather on the hat, just limp and falling over.
Yeah, I'll kind of see that like a puddle on the deck. I guess see my reflection and say, just sort of take my hat off and shake it. And while I'm doing that, I'll cast Disguise Self, and I'll be back to my usual perfect regalia once again.
So fine, but there's still water like streaming from you, like sort of like puddle on the deck.
That strength saving throw all of you guys had to do. That's how Boomer felt whenever we were in fucking Barovia. All the
wisdom saves,
fucking wisdom and charisma saves. Just like oh my god, leave me alone.
For those of you who are still
here, I felt like I was in my element.
What? Say it again, Rob.
I said for those who are still injured, 29 more health from another prayer.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was all the dexterity saves were like, it's like, yeah, just keep throwing me those dexterity saves.
Well done. So the sky, the skies clear up. Day, night comes. You're continuing to move south. Felix, give me another as you're sort of on deck on the ship. Give me another an Arcana check.
I imagine Nico will have been drinking and singing for most of this time, singing to the great victory.
Yeah. So Nico, you're actually able. When you start sort of singing and whatnot, you hear multiple voices coming from Tanith that are singing. But whenever the ship talks to you, it talks in one voice. Felix, being on board the ship as you're sort of moving, and you sleep, kind of dreaming on this stuff, and you're kind of ruminating over something. You come to the realization those artifacts were still working.
Oh, that's good.
They drained the souls out of the crew.
Oh, not so good.
Shortening their lives, and have invested the souls of the crew and captain into the ship. Normally, this wouldn't be possible. Like, you're sort of going, yeah, because at first you were like, well, okay, it shouldn't have done anything. But the fact that the crew was in contact with the ship, that they were on the ship and they were near this ark because they lived on the ship and they worked on it, and there were so many of them near this artifact, where normally it's sort of one guy sort of working in proximity, but there were so many ships on it, or so many of the crew together. It was able to draw their life force out and invest it into the ship. So those the artifacts that your master and you left on this ship effectively killed the crew, but it has invested their souls and their life force into the ship. So they're living on more or less in the ship.
You're welcome.
So part of the crew, part of the ship.
You're welcome.
Do I think that those artifacts have to stay on board for them to stay a part of the ship?
No. So those artifacts, as I said, they moved around every couple of decades or so. After they had done what they were going to do at one of these places of necromantic learning and transferred a master into the temple, they were moved to another temple when another master was ready to make that transition.
Okay.
And so they've sort of done what they were going to do as long as this ship stays intact. But that also, given the fact that it's invested with the souls of the crew and the ship, the crew and the captain that called it home and lived on it, you think that's why the ship has sort of aged the way it has, that it's sort of held up. The wood of it, the wood of the ship has held up the way it has. Because it's been invested with those that called it home and depended on it for their life and livelihood.
Okay. Was anything damaged in the battle?
There is some damage to the deck. There's some damage to the deck where lightning hit, and where Skippy's sword went clanging around, and where Skippy shot a bolt into the deck of the ship.
Wasn't me.
I guess I'll go around casting mending.
Yeah. So you and Gaston sort of move around the ship casting mending. And
Skippy's gonna casually like go and like pick up the sword like nothing, like doo, doo, doo.
Oh, I mean, this isn't mine or anything, but as long as it's just laying here, I guess I'll take it. That's fine.
Free sword.
Yeah, free sword.
This
My
anyone's
name on it.
anyone? No. Okay.
It seems to be engraved to Skippy.
It just happens to fit in the scabbard just perfectly. It was meant to be.
Oh, it looks like the crossguard matches the scabbard. That's weird.
Coincidences.
You're all, these things are pretty much mass produced with an engraving. Yeah, they all come like that. And so
Skippy is a well-known short sword brand in Barovia.
Yeah, Skippy is a well. This is a Skippy brand short sword. Everybody knows that.
Skippy brand is everywhere. There's peanut butters, short swords.
Right.
So you guys sail on for another couple of days. So everybody gets the benefit of a long rest. As you you sort of made yourself at home on Tanith.
But Boomer and Nico have been celebrating their second win against Talos.
That's right.
And drinking heavily.
Very nice. Whenever the ship talks to you, or apparently whenever it's in combat, you hear the voices of the crew come from the ship. But whenever you're singing to the ship, or whenever it's in combat, you hear the voices of the crew. But whenever you talk to the ship directly, you only hear one voice. Presumably, this is the voice of the captain. But it seems that the identity, like the individual identities of the souls that were drawn into the ship, have been lost, as they weren't. Turns out these were not master level wizards who had prepared their mind and spirits for this journey. These were sailors who happened to be carrying the wrong sort of mystic cargo.
All right. Do I think that I could open the wards and then put an arcane lock on it after?
Yeah.
Okay. So I would like to do that and at least take a peek and see what I can see inside.
Yeah,
the
maybe
crates.
turn them off.
I mean,
Maybe wait until we get to Waterdeep.
You think you guys should be fine? It takes like a couple of decades for this to work. However, you do think that your order would really like these things back.
that's what I mean. I wanted to have that, like, if I can somehow get the ship to take it, if we don't need the ship to go back or whatever, we can set it on a self course.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if the ship can do that.
Okay.
I'm also thinking it's probably not the best idea if it takes the orders of whoever steps on board. Any pirate can just jump on and go, hey.
Yeah, but then if they sink, then it goes to the bottom of the ocean, whatever, and they don't get the crates.
Well, and technically you're telling it to go to a city that you know existed 500 years ago.
That's true. I should be able to get someone to make contact from Waterdeep, right?
Possibly, yeah. Waterdeep's a pretty big city. A lot of magical shit there.
Don't you have sending?
Huh?
Don't you have the spell sending?
Who would I send to?
Hello, my name is Mr. Burns.
Wait a second. Don't you have these ancient spirits that are stuck in buildings? Contact your ancient spirit stuck in the building.
What? Tanith, after sailing, after the battle and sailing, Tanith hesitantly asks. He says, "Who is the leader among you?"
Gaston raises his hand.
I am Spartacus.
And he says, I haven't been part of a crew for a long time. Would you mind if I join you?
Sure.
Who's he talking to at this point?
Gaston.
Because I raised my hand.
Yeah, but so when he asked who the leader is, did he ask all of us or just?
Yeah. The whole ship heard it. The whole ship asked.
I expect Nico would not necessarily, allow Gaston to just take command of the operation.
Nico steps. Hold on a minute.
Whoa! Yeah, while drunkenly interrupts his drunken singing with Boomer. Say, Duke Costco welcomes you to his mighty band of heroes.
And then falls over.
And then stumbles into Boomer.
I'm a mountain king.
So Tanith, Tanith asked, if you guys are going somewhere on an adventure, they want to take you there and wants to join you.
The Church of Ogma always needs great ships and vessels and followers to help them explore the world and understand more, seek new horizons and all that.
So while Gaston's saying this, Nico's going to be standing there going...
being a general dick. So Tanith says, do you think I can be upgraded? Do you think there are improvements that can be made? Sales, maybe.
Oh yeah, I'm
get
sure
you
the
a
Church of
sail.
Ogma would be more than happy to refit your ship.
Sails, cannons, wine,
Sail.
a whole
Wine?
hold full of wine. Upgrades. There you go.
Gaston, do you begin sort of carving the vestitures of Ogma into the ship, into the railing?
I was doing that in the captain's cabin where I've been staying this whole time.
Right, yeah,
Nice.
just everywhere, like every inch
Ogma was
of
here.
wood is just,
Ogma was
all,
here.
all work and no play make Gaston a dull boy. Yeah, like I mean, just sort of the tenets of the faith, just carved into the wood over and over again. Well,
Just
not
like
over
over
and
the
over.
doorway, you just around windows.
Right. Yeah. This makes Tanith is very pleased by this. Like he wants to become. They want to become
Customized.
sort of part. He's looking for some adventure. He spent the last couple of centuries in a cave.
Without a soul.
You can have the heraldry of House Koska can adorn your sails for all to see. You should be the flagship of my fleet. Ah, the mighty warship Tanith. Yes, I can see it now. Ah, it's beautiful.
I killed a lightning pig once.
What is the crest of House Koska? Is it just like crossed wine bottles or like?
Just mimics.
The pile of wine bottles.
It's an overflowing wine cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good.
All right, so you sail on. Eventually, you come into sight of a massive city, like an absolutely grand city. You can see it on the horizon, and you can see this massive dock. There's this huge seawall that you come across, and rising above the city, you see these massive statues, these massive century-looking statues standing in the middle of the city. The dock. There's a couple of there's a few islands outside the main harbor that have fortresses sitting on them, and there's seawalls that extend out into the sea. These massive fortifications that extend out into the sea.
Tanith, I have a favor to ask as we approach the city. Would it be okay if I borrowed your name?
My name?
Yes, I feel now that we're
Advise against it. You might sell it to a devil again.
now that we're part of a crew, I feel I should say I have a mixed history in the city, and I may need to adopt another identity just to make things go a bit smoothly.
Ah,
I would be honored if you would allow me to use your name.
well, of course. But what shall we be called?
You can still be Tanith.
No, you should probably change your name to Drunkard McDrunky Pants. People would believe it.
The one place Nico
Seems to fit.
doesn't want to tout his
Yeah,
lineage.
suddenly Duke Koska's flying a little low.
This is going to be interesting.
Tanith agrees to this. He said,
Cool. And I'll disguise self to make myself just look like a generic sailor. Dial down all the flashiness.
Right.
Tuck the hat away.
Right. Yeah. So over the next hour or two, there's a transformation that comes over Nico that none of you have ever seen before. Suddenly, Gone is the bravado. Gone is the swagger.
Skippy's like, oh, a few days of salty sea air, Nico.
Right.
What's it?
These are my sea features.
Boomer's completely confused.
Right.
I have a question about, did we bring with us Lionheart and Silver Thistle, and like, were they with us on the boat?
Yeah, they're below decks.
Okay.
Yeah, they did not. As soon as they heard like the storm and whatnot, they're up. No, we'll be downstairs. You take care of this.
The captain's not.
He's in the
Yeah.
bathroom.
What's up?
Gaston, he's in the bathroom making a captain's log.
You know, that's a pretty intense log for a halfling.
Good Lord, buddy, what did you eat?
Burrito?
Who does number 2 work for?
Oh man, that's the best burrito ever.
Yeah, while you've been at sea, the burrito has been like nonstop sea themed burrito. Like it's just been like calamari,
salted
halibut,
meat,
all sorts of different fish.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cod and chips.
I don't know if Boomer would eat the fuck out of that, but I know Matt would.
And it has regained its full freshness. It's absolutely like it's it tastes of the sea. So as you move towards the harbor, you notice that the entrances are blocked with these massive chains that string across. And as you move up to it, Tam sort of backs the oars and slows the boat, and you see a small craft rowing out from one of the fortresses, approaching the boat.
So I guess Nico would be very familiar with the protocol for entering the docks.
Yeah, so you know that
Deep.
this, the fact that chain is up is unusual. The fact that they're stopping ships coming in is unusual. Like you're like, the fuck? Like, because normally Waterdeep is a bustling port. Like ships in and out, trade is the lifeblood, right? Like, I mean, they're not, usually slowing down ships.
Gaston, if you're still feeling captainly, you should tell them we're a cargo ship and we lost our cargo in a storm. We barely made it.
show them the manifest of the cargo we have.
Show them the manifest that was filled in 500 years ago.
It's a manifest that all it has is a bunch of cult artifacts for a specific sex far away.
A bunch of soul-stealing cult artifacts.
Hey,
we just need to park our boat real quick.
Just tell them we barely made it here, and we lost our cargo in the storm. We just need somewhere to hole up and refill our supplies.
Yeah, that's not at all what happened.
Well, you can tell them the truth if you like. Just giving you a pro tip here. Or we can bribe them.
The truth is always the right choice.
Or we can bribe them.
So you see, the boat is approaching. It's being rowed by 2 humans. Standing tall in the ship is a gold dragonborn. So glittering gold scales, and this is definitely a professional soldier. Like, so it is one over Azkern. So the shape goes this way, not this way. They pull alongside, and he shouts up to you. I don't know, whatever sea bullshit, lower the thing, heave to, whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Nico responded.
We don't have any rope. It all rotted.
And you see no rope. Rotted.
Yeah,
How did
it
you?
rotted.
Jesus. How did you sail here?
Point to the skeletons rowing with oars.
Well, he can't see them. The skeletons are below deck, like they're on the...
I point to
can
the
see the
oars.
oars,
Like
yeah.
I point to the oars and go, oars. We rowed.
Stand fast, and you hear this crunch, 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 and you see he's digging his claws into the side of the boat and pulling himself up the side of the boat. And he leaps over the side of the rail, and he lands on deck with a mighty thump. Who's in charge here?
Raise my hand.
Are you on your book?
Oh yeah.
Right. He looks at you and he goes, "What manner of seaman are you?"
Nico sniggers.
I'm a cleric of Ogmug.
Claire, what? Are you the captain of this vessel?
At the moment, I'm the surviving senior member.
What the? What is the name of this vessel? I see no flag. Where do you hail from?
Winds
Well,
of Tanith.
well, and I will
I'll
sit there.
message Gaston. The winds.
So
of
Gaston,
Tanith.
yeah, you personally are from Ravnica.
But like I said, like, well, I am Gaston de Les from Ravnica. Where do you hail from?
Ravnica?
Yes.
What port is that? Is that on the? That's not on the Sword Coast.
It's pretty far away, actually. I'm not sure you can get there from here.
What is the meaning of this? This vessel must be searched.
Okay.
And so he leans over the side and he says, "Signal for a search party. Something funny is going on here."
Funny how.
So you see that one of the guys in the boat stand up, and there's some flag waving that goes on. You see a larger boat being rowed out, being shipped and being rowed out from one of the fortresses, and this one is full of soldiers.
Yeah. So why is the port closed?
Well, he sort of looks you up and down. There's been an unusual amount of piracy and gang activity happening in the city. We think two rival factions have finally gone to war. And we've closed the port to try and slow down the arms race.
Oh, okay.
Mercenaries are being brought in. Arms are being brought in. All sorts of magical bullshit is also coming in.
Ah.
I'll
Would
step
there
back
happen
down to the
be
shadows.
a
Down.
temple of Ogma and Lathander in this city?
Of course there's a temple to Ogma and Lathander in the city.
Excellent.
This isn't a backwater. I don't know where you're from.
Ravnica? Well, we just had this conversation.
Oh my God. You see him kind of pinch the bridge of his knees. What is this ship carrying? Why are you here?
We're here to go to the city to talk to the Temple of Ogma and Lathander.
Are you pilgrims?
No, I'm a priest of Ogma, and I found the saint's bones of a saint of Lathander. I'm trying to return it to the church.
Ah. I see. So a mission from the gods then.
For me, indeed.
What about the rest of these? And he sort of looks the rest of you over, and he's like, and you can see him kind of, he passes over Nico, judging you to be just one of the sea hands. But he looks at Boomer, and he's kind of like, you see him sneer a little bit when he passes over Boomer. He looks at Felix. Felix, are you on deck?
I just started slinking back into the stairs.
Right. Yeah. He says, "You come into the light."
You sure you want to do that?
Yeah, he had
Step into the light now. I will know who is on this ship.
Can I? I'll message Felix and say, "Do you want me to do something about your face?" Okay.
Ah.
Show him your good side.
Yeah, I'll show him the death side and like
Yeah. So you
see why I was hiding.
You step onto the ship in full light, and he goes, "By the gods, is this plague?
No,
Is
he had
there
a bad
people
experience.
on this ship?"
No, this happened before I got on the ship.
What
Yeah.
what curse has afflicted you?
So I'm
He,
here to
he was
get fixed.
temporarily possessed by a dead god. Didn't work out very well. We had to fix it.
I'm trying to deceive him.
Is my deception.
It is going poorly. So yeah, he glances and he says, I see. So you are adventurers then. Those who plunder the depths looking for treasure and arcane knowledge. Yes?
Looks that way.
I'm more of a searcher for knowledge. All the rest of it is just secondary.
I see. What
Ogma, seeker of knowledge, spreader of the information.
And he looks over towards you, Skippy, and he says, "My God, is that one of the frog folk? A grung? Where did you find it?"
I'm not an it.
And he steps back. He says, "By Helm's watchful eye, it talks. Did you teach it this?"
Actually, it spoke when I first met it.
Come on, guys.
It spoke. See how easy it is? See how it happens?
Its name is Skippy.
You've named it then.
Actually, it named itself Skippy.
Named
Or
itself.
its parents did. I'm not sure. Skippy. We gotta talk about how you were named.
I thought they ate their young, is what I've heard.
How do they get older?
I've never seen
how do
them.
they
I've
get
only
more?
heard word. These things live in the wild parts of the swamp. No one has ever seen a grung in the city, I don't believe. Are you going to show it at one of the circuses?
No, it's my companion, scout, ranger,
You want to
alchemist.
be in the circus, Skippy?
Red.
That's a
He's
good question.
always dreamed of the circus.
If you want to be in the circus, we'll get you in the circus.
No, Skippy is one of my companions.
Oh. I didn't know they were smart enough to make friends.
Arrow
If
in
he's
the
like
face.
arrow
Arrow in the face.
switching to the.
Hashtag not all grung.
Yeah, that's right.
And yeah, he goes, "Ha!
Oh, by the way, sir, what
Most
is your name?
Intelligent member.
He says, "I." And he stands up, he pulls himself up straighter. And he says, "I
Yes, you.
am Krivith Brightscale."
So are you feeling okay? You look really out of shape.
Out of shape. And he looks down at you, and he grabs you by the front, and he grabs you like off the book and lifts you up, and he says, "Little man,
He grabs
I am
him.
not out of shape.
Here you are. You should be like this shape. And you're this shape.
He says,
Wait.
looks at you, and he goes, "Why would I want a fat ass and a gut?"
Because you'd be an awesome paladin.
Paladin?
And when he grabs Gaston, Boomer grabs him, lifts him up.
Yeah, and Skippy would at this point have an arrow ready because Skippy's kind of pissed.
And Gaston's totally okay with it, which is the funny part.
Right. And
Boomer's just
Boomer,
like,
Boomer,
"Drop."
so you reach over and grab Skippy, you pull an arrow, and he yells over the side. He says, "They look to be hostile. If you don't hear from me in 5 seconds, sink the ship." And you hear, "Aye, aye," and then you hear waving of flags.
Man.
Off on either side of you where the fortress is, you see cannons run out of the fortress, pointing towards the ship.
Now, Boomer, let's hear what he has to say.
Sure, I think I could take them.
We know you could.
Yeah, I'm going. See, you'd be in a much better place in your life if you'd allowed yourself to be a little bit heavier. I think all this muscle is squishing your brain.
He goes,
Felix, do you tell Boomer to set him down?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we know you could, Boomer.
All right. Boomer sets him down, grumbles.
and he says, "I'd put a leash on that thing," pointing at Skippy.
Has Nico heard him talk long enough to mimic his voice?
Oh, nice.
Probably.
So after you put him down, he says, "Now look, search party is coming aboard. They're going to search your ship. If indeed you are on a pilgrimage, you will be allowed to enter."
You know, if I'm on a pilgrimage, go take a look at the captain's cabin. There's all sorts of Ogler script all over the place.
I'll message
What do
Nico
you
and be
think
like, do we want to have him
Pilgrimage
go
ship
take a
looks
look
like?
by himself right now?
Yeah. Why don't I? Yeah, we could take him down and show him the crates.
So I'll offer him to come and inspect right now by himself if he'd like.
He says, "No, thank you. We have protocol here. I'll wait for the search party."
But your protocol is to insult and assault incoming ships with no reason? Interesting protocols. I like it.
Under these conditions, yes.
Do you have
It's
a
better
copy of
to
the
err
protocol?
on the it's better to err on the side of safety. If I send one of you to the bottom into a watery grave and keep the city safe, well, that's a fair bargain.
Well, what if we keep
Can't really disagree with that.
the city safe?
But make sure you send the sailor down first.
So eventually, the search party comes aboard, and they've brought their own ladder. Like, they grappling hooks come up, they latch onto the side of the boat, and you see armed men are climbing up the ladder, and they begin fanning out. And he says, "Well, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. Which would you prefer?"
Could I have
Describe
messaged?
the two directions.
Could I have messaged Silver Thistle or Lionheart to start hiding the crates and stuff down below deck?
Yeah, what's the easy way and what's the hard way? I mean, do you need light?
He says, "The hard way, we restrain the lot of you, tie you up here on deck, and we search your ship. The easy way is you lead us to where we want to see, show us what we want to see. If we're satisfied, we leave, and you go into the city."
Okay, here. Would you like some light rocks to see downstairs easier?
Very cordial of you. This will probably go quickly. He takes the rocks from you.
Lead him over to the captain's cabin and just start touring the ship.
And he goes, "Show me the log and the ship's manifest, please."
Sure.
Yeah,
The ship's manifest.
you go over and he's looking at it, and he's like,
Oh,
These
the
dates-
last couple entries are in Halfling.
right.
We've
He
taken-
calls over one of his men to read what you've written. But he looks at the entries before yours, and he's like, "These dates cannot be right. And it's written in two different hands. Where's the man who wrote this?"
You're standing on him.
Can I
And he
give him
says-
information about those dates that would somehow convince him that I'm not lying? Like, I was here on these dates.
He says, "What do you mean I'm standing on him?"
What do you mean? What do you mean? You're standing on him.
"I'm standing on the deck. Where is
Yes.
the man who wrote this?"
He's the ship.
Tanith, will you talk to the man, the Dragonboard man?
The ship says, "Hello, sir. Welcome aboard." And the captain goes, "Who said that?"
the ship. Who is the captain? Who you're standing on?
What?
I liked having a talking boat.
What sort of wizardry is this? What has happened?
I don't know. It came this way when I found it.
Vessel, are you indeed the captain? And the ship says, we were, we think. It's a little fuzzy, but these are my crew. I sail with them, and we need access to this port. The captain is completely freaked the fuck out at this point. Like this voice is coming from all around him in this cabin, and he's looking at you. He keeps staring at you, Gaston, thinking that you're pulling some sort of magic, trickery, some sort of bullshit on him.
Sitting on a floating holy book of Ogma, wearing Ogma armor with Ogma holy symbol.
Yeah, he's like, Huh.
Why don't you go call the Church of Ogma, have them come out, and we can have a nice chat. Oh, and the Church of Lathander, if you could too. I still have the bond with the priest.
I don't need churches involved here.
This is a vessel of the church now.
Ship. And Tanith goes, yes, sir. Why? What?
Would you like some tea, sir? Maybe I'll help calm your nerves.
I don't need any fucking tea. What? Oh, ship. What is in the? What is on board you, ship? Do I call you ship? What do I call you? And ship says, Tanith is how we are addressed now. And he says, the group, you are Tanith? He says, no, I, the ship, am Tanith. All right, Tanith, then what is aboard? And Tanith lists the five of you. He says, I know they're aboard. But he also, and he says, wait, one of you is named Tanith aboard the ship Tanith?
I.
And he says, why are you Tanith too? Do you control this ship? Are you in control of the ship? Are you talking? Is this your bullshit?
I'll laugh, and in a completely convincing Waterdeep scumbag sailor accent, say, just like the name.
He says, what's your real name, sailor? Who are you affiliated with?
I'll give him my dad's name.
Oh.
First name only or whole name?
First name.
First name and then the street, some street in Waterdeep.
It's Waterdavian, or the residents of Waterdeep is the word, Waterdavian. So he goes, it's a fine name. You grew up here, I see. How did you get mixed up with these lot?
Pays all right. Risk low. Can't say too much worse in these times.
Tom sits there and shakes his head slightly, going, the risk was low?
This is, why does the ship talk?
It's a bit weird at first, but you get used to it.
All right. Take me below, and he calls to the crew, says, we're going below. I want to see what's in the cargo hold. Take me below.
Okay. Take him below.
You take him below. He walks down, and he sees the rows of skeletons at the oars. All of them sitting upright, with the oars shipped across their bony laps. And he walks down and he kind of stumbles back. He says, What manner of necromancy is this?
As you
I
were,
know the king
gentlemen.
of the ship, man.
He says, This is part of the ship?
Yeah, this is, I think, part of the crew of the ship. Like the captain and the crew. Here's the crew part. Came with the ship.
They are the ship.
And he signals. He tells one of his men. He says, "Signal for a magicker. Someone needs to come out and look at this ship now. Go!" And one of the church parties scrambles above deck, and you hear shouting over the edge,
You
more
are
flapping
entirely
of
too
flags.
Stressed out. Is things really that bad in the city?
Things are right bad here, right now, on this boat.
Gaston looks around, going, "It's in pretty good shape. It's not sinking in any way, shape, or form. What's so bad?"
The bones and the thing talks.
You need to get out more often, man. This is kind of normal.
What?
That's not normal where you come from?
No,
Oh.
this isn't normal anywhere.
Can Jeff
Yes, it
pop
is.
out from a room?
Oh, you have Jeff. So Jeff clatters out, and he's like, "Gee, my God, what is? Why is it? Who?
That's Jeff.
Jeff? What? Which one of you is the necromancer? Who is doing this? Who is the necromancer? We will find out."
I don't think it'd take a rock surgeon to figure out the guy that
Point
looks
at the
like
cat.
death.
Is it
Point of
me?
view.
Am I the necromancer?
No, you just work with necromancers, Boomer.
And he looks over. He says, "I knew it. You have brought some sort of arcane plague into this city.
What?
By God, sir, I will not let you enter this city."
What is wrong with you, man?
What is
You're
wrong?
making random accusations.
His face is a.
I told you he
No
had a bad
skin.
experience. We fixed it. I mean, he's not.
Have
as
you
You
been
fixed
cursed,
it?
sir?
This is fixed?
Oh yeah, it was much worse.
Have you been cursed?
I don't know. That's why I'm bringing the magickers on board to see if I have been or not.
I
Well,
assure you,
there's
I
something
have not.
wrong with you. You're entirely too uptight. Do you have enough fiber in your diet?
Fiber in my diet has nothing to do with the floating
Oh, that's where you're
abattoir
wrong,
before
sir.
me. But
So, the health of your gut is very important to the health of your
holy
entire
God,
well-being.
shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Okay. All right.
Nico's just going to start whistling a local tune, just while he's mopping the deck or something. Just like this is
All right,
totally normal.
show me. Take us into the cargo hold. We'll deal with this when the magickers get here. Take me into the cargo hold.
All right, take him down to the cargo hold.
Would you like me to go with you, or you want me to stay here?
You get back up on deck.
All right, Jeff. Let's
Watch
go.
him.
Boomer follow? Can Boomer follow?
He kind of sneers at you and he says, "If you can manage to do it without shitting inside, yeah, I guess you can."
Wow. Do you not like people? Who hurt you?
Boomer says, that was uncalled for.
Yeah, seriously, man. Who hurt you?
Boomer has
Why are you
feelings
so
too.
mean?
It was like talking with your dad again.
He says, "All right, just take me below and show me what's in the cargo hold."
Take him below. Show
Boomer
him what's in the cargo
thinks
hold.
he's entitled to an apology.
He says, "If you can spell apology, I'll give you one."
I'll just start.
And Boomer spells it in 5 languages.
I'll message him the letters to spell it.
Yeah, there.
He turns around and he goes, "Huh? A lettered one of the mountain savages knows letters. Huh? I think that would you'd probably get more takers at the circus than with the frog thing." All right.
Did your dad leave you when you were a child?
My Is there a way to turn this one off? Anyone?
He was really
Yeah, like-
close to giving me that apology.
Nico just be like,
He
nope.
spelled it. You should have
He's
followed
smoking.
through on your word. Are you not keeping your word?
Yeah, look. All right. I'm sorry you shit indoors. Let's go.
Okay.
Guys, not. No.
You
He
didn't say
walks
you
in,
would apologize.
he
You just
walks
said he'd
off, leaving
apologize.
Boomer going, what the hell? So he comes down and he sees, the cart, the hole is empty. Only thing that's there are the crates that are sitting down there, and Silver Thistle and Lionheart and Sarek are just sort of sitting near the crates. He goes, these are the ones that were mentioned that we didn't see. What are you lot doing here with these crates? What are you hiding? You see, Silver Thistle and Lionheart. We're not hiding nothing. We're just guarding the cargo. We got to make sure nobody steals it. Clearly the lax security around here is cause for concern. He goes, lax security?
See, we heard that there are rumors coming around that maybe there's a whole bunch of bandits and thugs running wild in the city. We need to protect ourselves.
They're not. I told you.
Out of shape dragonborn.
Open the crates, please.
Do you even lift, bro?
Actually, we need the other guy to open the crates.
What other guy?
The guy you said back up top. The necromancer. dude.
Necromancer?
Yeah.
What is in these crates?
Artifacts, cultural artifacts from his homeland.
Oh, Jesus. He's some sort of necromantic. You know what? Forget it. We'll wait for the magicers to get here. At which point, Felix, you're up on deck. You see three robed figures levitate up onto the deck. And they say, they land on the deck and they say, oh, one of your kind is here.
Man, what has everybody got against Tabaxi?
Because I'm black.
Oh, that's what it is.
Is this
The
tell
dog
me?
people.
I'm a black-haired cat man.
And one of them says, the woman in the lead says, tell me, are you here to bring death to this city?
Quite the opposite.
And she
Life.
casts Zone of Truth. Do you want to
No,
save?
I'll fail. I'll willingly fail.
Yeah, she says, tell me, are you bringing death to this city?
Not intentionally.
Interesting.
Quite the opposite. I'd like to bring life.
But the smell of death is all around you. We can see it. You are not interested in raising the dead against the living.
Not until they raise sword against me.
Ah.
I have my servant here who has served me for 2 months now.
Yeah, they look over at Jeff. Jeff has a small sign that says, help me, call the police. He's holding it up. And they say, I see. We have heard of your kind. We know of your order, but have never actually encountered one. It is an ancient following. I
was hoping someone here in the town could help me get in touch with some people back home. Quite a bit extended.
Well, we are here to inspect the cargo of this ship. If you could take us below, we would gladly inspect it, and you would be on your way.
Under your request, I'd love to go down and show you.
So they ask you to lead on. As soon as they go into the thing, and they go, this ship, And seeing all the skeletons, you see the three mages. They place their hands on the ship, and you see they close their eyes and are concentrating. And they're all,
Good touch, guys. Good touch.
and they go, "By God, have you bound the souls into this ship?
I have not.
How have you done this?"
I did not. I wasn't even here.
This was done. Interesting. And they say, souls bound to this ship. Have you been enslaved? And Tanith will respond, no. I am my own master. And I serve with these fine adventurers. and they go, interesting.
Oh, could I have taught Tanith to spout occasional holy phrases of Ogma?
Oh yeah, sure. The things that you've carved into Tanith sort of knows intimately. Yeah.
Excellent.
So he says, "This ship is most fascinating. If you would let the order of the Magi of this city study the ship, they would be most grateful."
That's up to the ship.
Indeed. Ship, would you agree to this? And Tanith says, I think not. I am my own person, and I do not wish to be poked and prodded. And they say, they kind of flinch back a little bit and they go, interesting. Please lead on. Show us to the cargo.
All right.
You lead them downstairs. When you walk down, the Dragonborn at this point is sort of fuming. Like he's had it up to here, and you can see the mark where he's had it up to.
Oh, hey, Captain Glowskin over there.
Nico's going to stay on the deck, by the way, through this.
Oh yeah, you're just mopping.
Yeah,
just mopping. And
staying as far away from them as possible.
Telling him about a really good ointment which could help with that scale rash.
Right. Oh yeah. And so yeah, he's just grinding his teeth, and he goes, "Look at the box, and let's get the hell off of this boat. We need to either let them in or sink it to the bottom." And the mages say, "Oh no, you cannot sink this boat." They walk forward and they reach out towards the boxes, and they look at you and they say, "These boxes are warded. We don't sense anything hostile, but do we have your permission to dismantle the wards?"
You can try.
Look over at Felix and say, "Why don't you just open it so they don't wreck anything?"
Well, they can try and take the wards down.
Or you could just open it and not have to remake them.
Yes, so I can just open it. All right. I thought.
Yeah, you've studied it. You've looked at them, and it's your master's work. Like you sort of he's the one who taught you, so you know.
All right. Well, I was just looking at the spell Arcane Lock, and I was like, I can suppress it for a time. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do the required movements and say the words, and the lock goes down.
Sorta.
What's up?
I said the word mostly.
Mostly. I said it. I mean, not every last syllable, but yeah, I said it. So Felix, you drop the wards on it. They open the box, and they open the boxes, and inside are these artifacts. You see one is what looks like the femur of something big, and it's got a bunch of stuff carved into it. There's another sort of pyramid-looking thing that has in the center of it has this crystal eye carved into the center of it. And then the third artifact looks like a small sarcophagus.
Fascinating.
You see them look at these artifacts, and they go, and they're studying. Obviously they've done some detect magic and some other things to look at them. And you see them put on like this jewel thing, and they go, Captain, there is nothing innately hostile about these artifacts. They are telling the truth. These are quite powerful and very old.
Told you, ancient cultural artifacts of his people.
And I say, they are telling the truth. There is nothing hostile here. And the necromancer has spoken true. He is not here to raise the dead. They intend no harm to the city that we can divine. And you see that the captain at this point, Crib the Brightscale, is just fuming, like just absolutely fuming, and he just goes, "Fine. It's going to be on your heads if they cause any trouble."
Gaston will take out a pen and paper and write out a prescription for a laxative.
I'll go ahead and spell out apology in Celestial.
You see him just go, "I will have my eye on you," and he snatches the laxative paper away from you, Gaston, and you see him stomp away.
Hi, Tubby.
And he signals to his men, and he says, "All right," and they climb back down. You see the Matchkers, they turn to you, Felix, and they say, "Please, if you are in the city for an extended time, come to the Order of the Magi. Anyone can give you directions. It's in the center of the city. We would be most happy to speak with you about these artifacts and what you know." And they sort of glide out serenely, and you can see as they go, they're touching things as they go and sort of inspecting. Just nothing hostile. Like they're genuinely fascinated by what you have here, and they get to the deck and they levitate away. And you can see as the Dragonborn is rowing away. They're signaling to one of the towers, and there's this massive clanking sound, clink, 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 and the chain is being lowered into the water.
Oh, looks like we have rights to go in. Let's go find ourselves some dock.
I'll just be muttering to I'll come up to Gaston and just say, "I can't believe that telling the truth bullshit works. Ridiculous."
Yeah, Nico this entire time has just been sweating underneath his illusion, just going "Holy shit, they just keep telling him everything. Oh my God.
What are you doing? This is wrong."
So you row, Tanith rows you into the harbor, and you can see that indeed the Waterdeep is aptly named the City of Splendor. Sort of spread out before you is this massive city. There are ships there, not as many as there normally would be, but there are still plenty of ships in the harbor with flying flags of every country that you know of and a bunch that you don't. The dock area is still bustling with activity. There's a bunch of smells coming from the city, both good and bad. You pull up to the docks and make a plan to go aboard or to go into the city, but we will stop there for this week. Well done. Welcome to Waterdeep.
Yay, Waterdeep.
Let's see, Nico, the power of truth and justice.